All right, everyone. It's Wednesday. It's cloudy outside, so the perfect day for Undead Legacy. We are continuing our exploits in this land of the undead. And joining me, fashionably on time, as he says, is Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome. And we have Daryl.
Hello.
And allegedly, our friend Dave, who is lives in Florida, his internet got blown out by severe storm. So he's trying to join us if he gets internet back. Now, Jeff doesn't believe that Dave exists. Those of you that have watched the channel before know that he does because you've actually heard his voice at least. But
Convenient suddenly that there was a storm.
yeah, I know. That's kind of what I thought too.
Theory here.
I even told Daryl. I said allegedly Dave says there's a storm. So anyhow,
How convenient.
how convenient.
Exactly. Convenient.
So anyways,
Exactly.
so if you recall, Jeff, you and I are not at the same house that Daryl's at. So all right, it just hit morning.
I mean, maybe, just throwing conspiracy theories out there. We've never seen Dave and Jeff game at the same time.
That's true.
There you go.
And
They've never been in the same room. I mean,
And they do play similar styles.
it's
Exactly.
true.
I wonder if this is a voicemail. Maybe this is Dave.
We got a little Bruce Wayne Batman action going on here.
Or I could be a rogue chat GPT that he was using and I've emulated him and is taking over his identity
maybe.
slowly by manipulating everyone through social media and gaming.
Okay, and we're easily manipulated. So here's the test: if all of a sudden Jeff's internet goes bad or something happens, he's oh guys, my internet's about to go out, boom, and then 2 seconds later we hear, beep, Dave's on.
Yeah.
We know.
Or if I start repeating things all the time, then you know something's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember when I did that in DDO? Remember when I started that other character?
Yeah.
On Elijah's account?
Screwing with us. It's like this
awesome.
asshole. How did he get access to our airship?
I was literally playing 2 computers at the same time.
It's like, what the heck?
I had my son's computer next to me, leveling up his character, and then playing my.
That's how you do it.
It's pretty nerdy. Gotta
was-
That's how
say.
you do it.
I forgot about that. That was pretty.
Oh man.
We did things like that when we were in a big guild. Like, I think one time it was a husband and a wife, and he wanted to kind of tease her. So I worked with them, and you have to have 3 people to do it. And we basically summoned her character to like this floating rock above this huge like plains land or whatnot. And then he like took all of her stuff. So when she got there, she was just like stuck on this rock. It was she knew exactly who did it, and it was great because we got all in so much trouble. And she's like, "You better get up here right now, or I'm never going to heal you guys again." Yeah. So
Oh, you did this to the healer? What the hell's wrong with you
Yeah,
guys?
She deserved it.
Jeff was telling me, don't antagonize the looter, but
No.
the,
Oh no, I
it's worse.
had
than-
healers all the time. Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun time.
Nice.
But I'm playing with this gate as well, so hopefully you won't hear as much breathing.
Okay. Yeah, if you mess with that, it's only when you get really intense. We know when you're
Mm-hmm.
onto something because.
Oh yeah. Well,
For
it's like
sure. All right.
a Logan thing.
I don't know our organizational system here yet in the new house. I don't know. All right. Well, that's gonna go there. That's gonna go there, and then feels like rope should be in here, but all right, and that and pipe definitely should be pipe. Maybe some lumber. All right. I'm assuming you guys are loading. Oh, and rosin. We gotta have rosin. Sell that too. So Daryl has work because he's on working night. So this may be. Hey, Jeff's already in. Is Daryl in?
No, I started immediately.
That's weird.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know, there's something issue with my computer or something. Last Windows update was a little.
Seems like there's some weird stuff happening. All right, Jeff, I sent you an invite.
Well,
Weapons and armor.
I mean, I don't know what computer. I do have a pretty crazy computer, so I mean, it might just be loading faster. That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, we're all.
That's probably true.
I think we're all fairly crazy. Not quite Jeff crazy, but we're shortly
Yeah.
thereafter. We're obviously not the 4090 crazy yet.
Well, that, yeah. And then I have the 3090K with DDR5 6600, all
Okay.
running off of a Western Digital Black, M2.
What's your internet? What's your bandwidth? What kind of internet you rocking there?
Oh, it's only like 500 meg download, and
See?
I think it's like 200 meg upload. I can't
Well,
remember
see,
the
Pretty
actual
much
kicking
speed.
it.
sitting on top of the server.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
I mean-
yeah, you
I mean,
are.
his ping is crazier than mine. I mean, his ping is 7. My ping is 79.
Yeah, he's right.
So
He's
yeah.
literally right here.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is just loading the game, because when I play solo, I mean, it takes forever to load if I'm like joining the game as well. It's not like suddenly instant. I mean, this is the
Right.
longest loading game out of any game I play.
Yeah.
Even DCS loads faster than this.
Even Microsoft when there's an update.
Yeah, that's true. That's debatable. Yeah, no. Microsoft wins there.
And there's never updates to that game. Only every time you
Sadly.
log in. All right, I'm making a mess. All right, so it looks like you got sliding blast door, which Daryl said he wanted. Or did you already learn that sliding blast door?
I did.
Okay. What about mushroom seeds? Oh, and we did find the cement mixer mod, but we found it just a touch too late, right? Because you already learned the schematic for the cement mixer.
Where are you? Where is that?
It's in the upper directory. Yeah, remember, we're about 3 kilometers away from you. So it may look like your silo, but it is not.
Well, I don't know where you are. Not even your friend.
Oh, are you in? You're in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. You are about 2 kilometers.
2 kilometers, all right. All right, we've got the all conditions. So right now we're looking at, you learned the cement mixer one, right?
Let me look.
I believe you learned that like 10 seconds too, or no, it's probably about an hour too soon.
Yes, I have that.
So we can scrap that one. Blast doors, was that the one you learned or you wanted to learn?
The sliding blast.
Yes.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay, so that's 2. We can, and then mushroom seeds. Schematic.
That fireman's almanac over there.
It's temperatures.
Ooh. I do need mushroom seed.
All right, you need mushroom seed. You want fireman's almanac? Is that what I'm hearing? Versus data?
We can scrap it.
Are we live, by the way? Daryl?
Yes, we are.
I guess that means I'm getting comfortable with, we haven't had the issues because I didn't even check and freak out anywhere. There for a while we were struggling. Uh-oh, Jeff's doing stuff.
What's Jeff doing?
Oh, this is a little getting some eggs, destroying a nest. There is a blue shirt zombie in this house just to the south of our new base, but it's in a giant brick wall.
Well, I was thinking about this because I need to start working on lockpicks. Maybe you and I should, while we're out running around, then I can pick the locks of the cars. You can loot the cars. You got a Baldy coming in, and then geez, we must have a horde. Oh, careful up there. Are you okay up there?
Yeah.
Okay, we've got a Baldy, a construction worker, and a Nelson. So
Okay. I'm gonna lead them away, just around this corner here.
yeah, I'm with you.
Watch
Watch that church over there though, because they put some mean stuff low, kind of guarding that thing now.
Yeah, I'm basically staying in a spot where I can instantly run around, but I just want to clear around the immediate base and see what's here, and just start gathering loot.
All right. So
But you were saying something before that.
hold on, we need to take care of this guy. How you doing? You doing okay for arrows?
Yeah.
There's a very good chance it might be Horde Night tonight because we are getting close.
Whoa. Well,
You got this? I got him. Oh, ouch! He did hit me.
he's on you.
Yeah. He got a whack on me too.
Oh.
Oh, he's on you. I got him. Careful, because there's some more around that corner, I think.
Roger.
Be careful. All right, he's on me. Oh.
I need to stop doing that.
Did we kill him? Okay.
Yeah.
Knocked him down. So Dave now says, see, this is just going to reinforce Jeff's skepticism. He says now they're saying it'll be 7 p.m. our time, or my time before. He gets
In Florida?
right. Yeah, the internet got wiped out.
Sorry.
So he's at 9 o'clock in Florida. He says their Comcast is now telling him that 9 o'clock they'll have the internet. It was 3 o'clock, but now it's...
That's crazy.
You know.
That's a long time.
Yeah, he said it was a pretty gnarly storm. It came through. Make sure your guns are loaded too, sir.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so you're looting. I guess I'll go look at... Well, I guess we need to clear. We need to stay together to clear.
Yeah, I mean, we just need to... I mean, the way I always look at this is like, unless you have a specific place you want to go to, such as a crack book, to get pack, because that's what I always hear that we need right now.
Yeah, I think that's just going to be a thing for this game. I feel like that's
clear our back. Yeah, we're good.
Let me get those arrows out of him. Oh, he's on you. I got him. Oh, he's on me.
Okay.
Oh,
Ooh, that's
whoa.
nice on you.
Nice pirouette.
Oh, yeah. Oh, watch out.
Yeah, I thought he was going to
He's on
turn.
you.
He did not. Oh.
Whoa!
Oh, I got him. Nobody hits my battle buddy.
He's a jerk.
Nobody.
Well, hopefully soon I'll get my perception up and it keeps getting like dismemberment going on. Oh, there is a guy over there. Okay.
He's not here. I think we're good with... All right. Where are we going? I don't even know.
I'd say we just head north or north for right now. Just
Okay,
looking for,
you weren't trying to clear
like,
that area then. Okay, gotcha.
I mean, like just kind of going through the. Yeah, I don't want to clear it all out. I just what I mean by that is just like
Yeah, okay.
gathering the stuff around the outside.
Because we're going to know here in a few seconds if it's Horde Night. So
Yeah.
it's got to be getting close.
Yeah, I just want to look for mailboxes and big
those
things.
fans over there.
Yeah, exactly. And then
And
then we
it's
should just
Horde
mark
Night.
any. Oh joy.
So we got a little bit of time. How's
Okay,
the base looking
mark
there,
it.
Hero? Sorry.
Not too bad.
Okay. So just mark any points of interest that are going to be good.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, let's run the roads a little bit. Maybe I can do some
Manic Tech Chunky Volume 4.
Nice. Okay. I'd say we're good here till midday, maybe. Let's just run and get as much data. How much data are you needing for whatever the impending thing is?
I don't know.
All right,
I don't
I'm going to
know.
work on
I was
some block picking here.
I expected him to say yes.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How much
well,
do you need? Yes, all.
that's why I added for your immediate needs. 'Cause
Yeah. I need all the datas.
we
stores.
we do need to make sure that I need to get back and make some pockets for him too, because he's been getting encumbered. And
Well, I'm game to get back earlier than later. I
Okay.
mean, last time we cut Horde Night really close,
Yep.
and that hurt.
Yep. We should have a bunch of arrows.
Can't believe I relooted this. There must be a zombie in here. If we clear this, there's a box. Yeah, there's a zombie right here.
Where are you?
Peg.
Are you in the truck?
I'm on the other side of the trailer. If you want to come, we should be able to coordinate killing her.
You got eyes on her from there?
Yeah, I got it right. Like, yeah, if you stand to on my right side, you should be able to get a shot on her.
Say, babe, what's up? Yep.
Yeah, he's here.
Yep. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, fire. That'll do, pig. That'll do.
There might be another one still in the back.
That wouldn't surprise me. I'm giving you room to jump out.
Okay.
All right, you're in. I'm coming in.
Yeah, it's clear. It's clear. It's clear.
All right. Oh, her
Perfect.
head fell right off. All right. I guess while you loot, I'll grab a little of this extra stuff.
Some cat food, goldenrod tea. Perfect.
So what we can do is
Some,
we can go hit this trader on the way out, sell the little stuff. I don't think we... Is there anything other than data that you need, Daryl? Is there any other resources we're really hurting on or anything?
I don't know.
Okay.
Jars, maybe?
Jars? Okay.
okay, what? It's 9. You want to leave here like at noon? Get
Well, we
back
can go a little sooner if you want, because like I said, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'd like to go make him
Yep.
pockets. So if you want to...
Let's do that. Let's go.
Okay.
This is so much loot. I can't stop. Ooh.
All right, I'm gonna run back and... Oh, we got an
Okay.
nurse out here. Hey, let's see if let's see what we got here. Come join me, Jeff. She's just kind of standing here. Other way.
Where are you? There you are.
She's just kind of hanging
Oh,
out.
it's here.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Oh.
Let her stop. Ish. Feel good? Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Mm.
I don't know if we got her or not. We did not.
Where did my arrow go?
Oh, she's on you.
Oh,
Oh, run. All right. Oh, come back here, stupid. Just keep... Oh, she's
Yeah.
dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
She's
think
still
so.
making noise, so... Yeah, she's like a squeezy toy.
that's kind of disturbing.
Smack her once. It's just to make sure. I mean,
Double tap.
the hack meter's going down, so I'm kind of like, all right, let's go
There you go.
do this card real
Get,
quick since it's right here.
this.
Oh, search. I got unsearched car right here.
Right there.
Such a big, oh man.
Boat hook and some. Whoa, 9 mil.
Okay, all right, I'm just gonna scrap this one. Even though it says it's repairable, I ain't driving around no sedan. Not when there's sports cars to be found. Oh, gear, got a gear. So the good cars
Nice.
seem to give gears. The ones that aren't
Nice.
beat down, the repairable ones seem to give gears. Alright. Timber.
Yeah, I think the next thing I'm gonna do with this character is I should be able to max out Lucky Looter next.
Okay.
I did want to put some points into
No, we got Devin.
where is he? Agility and whatnot, so I can
I
get.
just got a text from Devin.
Oh, you ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, fire. Sorry, that cadence was a little faster than normal. So
So I can get parkour because you can start jumping really high, and I'll be able to get places. And
see, now I know he's
skateboards and-
not Dave. Dave
Stands
is
and
not a
fights.
parkour guy.
Oh,
So,
no.
okay.
I
Well,
love-
don't forget to put some in that sexual Tyrannosaurus because that helps
Well-
so much.
but
Although that's a strength one. Hey, we got a worker
Yeah.
over here.
it's the
Yeah, it's definitely strength.
All right.
But I mean, it's one. I mean, at least do the 1 point. Because they
Yeah,
can do
they don't
one,
let you.
can't
No, they don't let you even put one in anymore.
they? Oh,
It's like you have to have at least something in it.
so that's
yeah,
2
because
points.
it's not like a huge thing because I don't really melee a lot.
Yeah, you're meleeing more and more every day, though.
Well, when it counts though,
All right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Ooh.
It's like if we're clearing, it'll usually be you guys up front, and I'm support back with like
Yep.
the boat.
I was thinking I need to start probably putting points into lockpicking and start working on lockpicking because there's a lot of things to be had.
I was gonna mention that.
Yeah.
If we're always using and looking out for the lock picking candy, Now it doesn't always work on cars, but for loot, I'd be able to use that for like the in-game stuff or the end.
So it increases your skill level to 75 or something like that. You said?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
And then and then you can pick. So that's an option even for you. Like if you're the buyer, if you always see that candy, just buy it all the time, right? Because it's like boom. I don't think it's that much money because I think it's maybe 100.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean.
All right, we definitely need
Saves all the
bearings.
skill point.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so we need bearings. I'm gonna leave most of this stuff here. We're not short on iron or anything, right? You're doing really good for iron, Daryl.
Yeah, pretty decent.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of keep this next base kind of cranking along here.
Yeah,
gears.
same.
I'll bring the gears, obviously. What about rotten meat? Should we bring the rotten meat so we can get
Yep.
some? Okay, we don't have a lot, but we'll grab some. Oh, someone put a lantern up. Yay. All right, and then springs. What is this? Researching containers, weapons, and armor. We're going to need another just generic box.
Yeah,
also.
we need a lot more boxes here instead.
All right, I'm just going to leave this stuff here. We got, I'll take the hat because we can sell that. Clay.
Okay.
Oil. Bring the oil, I assume. Yeah, we're going to need, I guess, we can put it in the bottom of the food for now. Oil stuff.
I'll bring in the
All right.
schematic.
Yeah, you got all the data and schematics. And if you need to, you
Yeah.
could probably learn those. All right, I'm going to run to the trader, so just make sure you lock up before you leave.
Or it'll do.
We're going to end up getting out of here at noon anyways. That's what it sure looks
This
like.
is how it usually works. It's like,
It's getting dark. All right, there was a zombie making noise out here. Which way? I don't remember. I know the trader's close. Oh, yeah, right down by the...
they should be marked, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Oh, maybe I didn't accept that one. I can... You want to share it again?
Yeah.
If not, I can mark it. It's not a big deal. All right. Okay. So Crucible's really what we want.
Yeah.
Sneak attack damage. What am I looking for? Temporary improves your lockpicking skill and also increases lockpicking tool durability 200. Okay, lockpicking plus 75. Is that 75 levels or is that like 70? Well, let's buy one and see.
It's 70. It's your 75 skill.
Okay, so that would allow us to open the big ones, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, these aren't expensive at all. They're 100 each, and then sugar butts can always be a good thing, but how much?
I mean, it's like you can use those until one day you want to go down that tree versus like, oh, we should do it now.
Yeah, that's
We
true.
are low on meat, by the way.
On real life meat, okay.
How can I help?
Yeah. I mean, we're low on raw meat.
Okay.
Not enough.
Okay, we just need to hunt.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I am heading back. Making sure to leave all the doors open so it airs out.
Yeah, we don't want that condensation
Exactly.
growing in there.
Get him a purple rain bicycle.
Okay. Scrap wire. They don't want scrap wire. Okay, what's he got that we might want? And he's got some bow schematics, or bow parts. Pistol parts are really what we want. Oh, he's got a scrap sledge, so that's not really beneficial.
Chicken. Oh,
Steel kit.
roadkill.
Got some?
Oh yeah.
All right, so nothing major on this.
My
Okay.
pleasure.
Did you ever see that video of the girl that's like at McDonald's and she learns that chicken nuggets are made out of chicken?
What? Chicken
You've never
McNuggets
seen
are
that.
made out of... Oh, that's disgusting. No, I have
She's
not
looking
seen this video.
She's looking out the window And she's like, well, why can't, she's looking at the chickens outside and she's at a McDonald's. She's like, well, why can't, we just let the chickens, relax and just be out there in the field and we can just, eat their eggs. Her brother's like, there's chicken in those too. And it's just like the look that she had. It's like, oh my God, I didn't realize that chickens are in eggs.
Some people are.
Yeah.
Yeah. On that note, I'm heading out the door.
I'm just gathering stuff on the way there.
I saw. I'm trying to remember one of the. It was one of the, because as soon as you get confronted with math, you instantly seize up because it's math. It's like if someone's traveling in a car 55 miles an hour and they're 55 miles away from where they want to be, how long will it take them to get there? Dumbfounded. Could not get that one. Could not work out that issue right there. Too big of a confusion there.
What happens?
It's like, wow, okay.
Oh, hey, hold on. Ooh. I am starting to see better stuff finally from Lucky Looter.
Okay.
Like green items, whatnot.
Okay.
I know that's my level as well, but it boosts my level item, so I'm getting there.
Good. Is somebody back? Somebody's here. Who's here? Can you read me a chat there?
Oh, T-Dub. Evening, gentlemen, from the UK. DJ and the wrench at last.
Yes.
Yes.
It was a while to find the wrench. So we did get one. So we're finally opening stuff. So how you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. We are on a horde night, so it's going to get exciting fairly quickly. I'll try to get Daryl some pockets made before. I think we have a bunch of arrows. I'm assuming Daryl's taking care of the Molotovs. I'm going to assume.
Yeah.
So we're driving back right now from. We actually set up an ancillary base that's actually in a really, really big city that we haven't even remotely scouted out yet. We just got a little bit. So we will probably be building our main base over there. We're in the process of trying to get a cement mixer up and going so that we can actually get the proper components to build a base that'll withstand stuff. So that's kind of what the journey is now. And what we've learned in Undead Legacy, you need data. Data is king. For sure. There's this Shotgun Messiahs right here, too, that's been antagonizing me a few times. Just begging to be broken into.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a single, there's that one chicken. Nothing in the forest.
Do we have food, or are we at the point where
I think I don't have any more to make, and we're getting a surplus of eggs, so.
I mean, we do have the pigs, but we try to keep them.
No, you leave them alone.
I'm just saying. There's that Bob's Boars. We could certainly.
Yeah, if we want pigs, that's where we go.
Yeah, as I was saying, we definitely could go over to Gracie's.
Go hog wild.
Go hog wild. But bump.
Yeah.
So.
Getting some corn.
Okay. I'm still not very fast on my bicycle. Well, I'm hungry again. That's probably why. Stupid vet clinic. I know there are dogs in there.
Yeah, there's a wolf in this one. I'm gonna mess with him.
There's lots of cars to come over and scrap over here. For sure.
I'm just gonna take a little bit more to get there, just so that I can make sure I'm scouring this side of the town before we would leave it.
Okay, we're at 1400 time-wise, so we're still...
Yeah.
Is that you right there? Or nope, that's not you. That's a zombie. Alright. Ah, the rain's letting up a little bit. I see home. I see home. I see the house. And the passing gas. All right. Oh, I don't know that I brought all the pieces of sheet metal. Do we still need to do a little more upgrading here?
Possibly.
Okay. All right, 1400. Okay, what do we got? Electronics are here. There's that, and materials. All right, so we still gotta find you a nice, lovely bicycle too.
That would be fantastic.
Oil and gas. Clay, you're putting where? I guess that.
Under the furnace.
Okay. I did get us a battery. I'll put that up in here for now. And then disgusting rotten meat. We're at 16. All right, I'm gonna put the sugar butts in here and the jailbreakers. For now. And can you just do me a quick check, Daryl, on how many pockets? I think you still needed 2 pockets, if memory served. Oh, where'd all the cloth go?
Yes.
Where did the cloth go? We had like 60 some. What?
Very quiet.
Nobody's...
Are you hunting chickens?
I'm pickpocketing Shotgun Messiah.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. Well, where the hell? I guess the cloth got used. Let's see.
It's like the high enough sneak I can get in with the loot, lucky looter and loot skill.
Well, no
They
pockets
haven't
for you,
moved it up
Daryl.
yet.
Sorry. I don't know what happened to all the cloth, but it's gone. Unless it's at the other house. Okay, so we need chickens, steel plating, and Mark needs to eat. That's what the sign says. Sign says eat. Oh, still some eggs and bacon. So try to do this right. Drink a red tea first. Red tea. And then hobo stew. Did you scare yourself?
Go, 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 go. We are going. Woo!
Okay.
I'm definitely going to be putting points in this, when I get there. But, yeah, I made off with, like, an arrow rest, rocket fuse, scrapped armor, scrap
Ooh.
boots, pipe
Oh.
baton, iron chest armor, a misshaped junk blade, ammo as well.
Wow.
Before I realized there was a silent little crawler guy coming up behind me.
So Jeff's a little sneaky guy.
Oh, you see, you can get in there pretty far if you're sneaking and don't hit the glass. And the thing with Lucky Looter is your loot speed increases.
Daryl, did you get all the arrows out of the workbench? Because I thought I made like 400 or something.
Oh, I might have. I'm sitting on 283.
Okay.
Which way more arrows than I need.
I'm like, do we need to make more? Because I'm like, I was just a little confused. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go see if I can get us some food then, real quick. I'll go hunt because I can't. We don't have enough cloth again. I don't know what happened with the cloth, but it got burned up. So Must have been repairs, maybe. Like some sort of repair. Might have chewed it up. Alright, let's go see if I can find us some chickens or rabbits or something. It is 15:52. Just got a little bit of time. I know where I can find a dog.
Hell, doggo.
Well, I don't. Well, maybe where a wolf is. Yeah, but I don't want to push that.
I mean, we got guns, but
I'm just surprised I haven't seen a chicken or a rabbit.
are you kind of in town? Are you out of town?
I'm on the outskirts, but
How are we doing for eggs? Are we not too bad?
Where do you sit? I mean, we got like 13.
All right, well.
I have 9 on me right now.
Oh, and you still got chickens over there that... All right, so we don't need to really stop for eggs that much.
No.
I got a couple nests here
Cool.
that were right close to each other, so... Let's see what we got. 1680, okay. I don't know if I'm better to be on the bike to try to find an animal, or...
Whoa, 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 whoa. Sneaky.
We need to check armor, make sure we're all partitioned fairly well on armor. Make sure one of us isn't way above the others.
Yeah. I found snakes. I got some meat there.
Oh, that's a good idea. Well, I think we've...
I'm at
Oh,
25.6 armor right now.
Sneaky flag. Oh, no, you're Joe. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe. We got a wrench. We got our wrench, Joe. Oh, there's a chicken. There's a rabbit. Nice. No, don't run away.
Run away. Run away.
I just found 3 pipe bombs.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of the bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Negligent discharge on my bow. Alright. I guess... So if I do a chicken... Well, Jeff likes to run over the chicken.
So makes it so fast.
Oh, come here, chicken.
Technically, most humane way.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him. But I need to eat chicken. So there you go.
Shoot, I got 3 zombies out here, and they're guarding my chicken.
Chicken.
Let's see if I can get over here and cut this chicken up really quick.
It's a fire hydrant.
Woo! They're getting close. Okay. Now, there was a rabbit down here somewhere that they kind of broke and split the other ways. Chicken went one way, the rabbit went the other. I think they were in communication. Break right, break left.
Alright, I'm gonna head back.
Come here, rabbit. Maybe he ran out to the road. Why did the rabbit cross the road? Because he saw the chicken do it first. Never mind. Is this thing on?
Bunch of fucking comedians today, huh?
Yeah. Batting 1,000. Alright. I'm almost
Oh,
there.
Jesus. Come on.
Wow.
Wow. All right, rabbit. I need you to stand up on those hind legs of yours. 'Cause you're too low to the ground there.
Yes,
Wow.
yes. Ooh, I wonder.
Okay, I'm going to need those 200 arrows, Daryl.
Ballistics table, Merc.
To kill this rabbit, I'm going to need those 200 arrows.
No.
Well, you're not seeing the way I'm shooting. What the hell?
You good, Scrub?
Well, I used to be. Bad. There we go. Jeez. Bad marksmanship.
And water ain't a problem no more.
Yeah.
We got our well.
Oh yeah.
That's what we wanted. All right, there any arrows sitting around
Excellent.
here? All right, there's a couple animals I put in my backpack. What do we got? 1740. Gonna get our lightning and our thunder here pretty soon.
Lightning and the thunder and the thunder.
Yep.
Oh wow, it's already 4:30.
Yep. You got till you should be able to get through Horde Night, no problem.
Yeah.
I figure we'll
Be
get through Horde Night
close.
and then we'll see how Jeff and I might play till 8 a.m. the next day.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, you know, whatever you guys want to.
No, we can just play. No, it's fun to wait. I don't want to.
Yeah, because I'd hate for Daryl to lose or be behind us in levels. Let's just you know. Let's see.
I was just trying to catch up.
Let's say Daryl's at 303 kills. I'm at 172. You're at 127. He's at 303.
That's insane.
He's a level 17. Just FYI. So
Ooh, do I have
we're
any
at
points?
13 and 11.
Oh.
I'm not saying we shouldn't play with him, but I'm just saying we don't have to worry about him falling behind anytime soon.
Yeah, I don't think it's true. It's true. I mean, more or less it's fun when it's all three of us. But I'm down to play as well. If it's
Well,
just
wait.
you and I want to go.
Wait till you wait till Dave's here. Then we'll really have
Right on. Exactly.
Did we get acid?
Yeah, there was acid.
Yeah, we have three. There's 3 acid in the container. Did you need 4?
Not that acid. I want 4 acid.
Do you
total?
do you recall me saying, "Hey, what do you need?"
Yeah,
I
that
think
was-
we had an
there's a-
acid back there.
There's an acid back at the other base. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm not going for it right now. I can get it for you later. Okay, Jeff, mark that. Note that. An acid. We need to bring an acid back.
Roger that.
How's
yeah,
the upgrades? Is the foundation sturdy enough for us right now?
you know, I was kind of thinking of making some spikes.
Jeff said that they were working pretty good on
Spikes.
his game.
Yeah, they took him out. I mean, not the zombies, but they killed the zombies really well. I mean, at least the early ones, and it
So,
was like one wood spike was grass and
All right, what do we
planks or
got
something,
here?
right?
All
so there's
the-
a powered spike trap.
What is that? That's
I don't know, but I'm excited.
yeah. Let's build it.
Yeah, we're a ways out for that. But
Oh.
at some point, I want to play with that.
all right. I got 16 meat. Oh, hey. Wow. Okay. Okay. We got lots of bone. Anything we can do with bone? Can we make glue or?
Bone meal?
Okay. We don't do much with that, but okay.
Can we sell it?
I don't know. I have to look. Why in the steel plate? Do we have any iron plating? I guess iron.
Yeah.
Is it down in the thing, or do you have it?
I'm actually making some iron plating right now.
All right, I'm going. Oh, you're down here. Can I have a little bit of that?
Yeah. Take it right out of the forge.
To the forge? Okay. Nice. I'm gonna need another couple. There's 18. All right, well.
We have glass jars anywhere. Glass jars.
I just have 6. Put them in the cooler. Or we have 7
I had
now in the
one
cooler.
that I threw in there. Okay, there's that. That looks good. It's bottom. Quick, we need that. Oh, I need some scrap iron. Coming all the way up. All right, some scrappy iron.
Yeah, we just have a lot of water and glasses right now. I need to get a water cooler.
Yeah, we need to. I think. Let's try to if we can, try to reserve the glass jars. Like use plastic bottles before glass jars. Although we have to have the glass for red tea for some reason.
Yeah, no, totally. I think we could also get I'll look for a water cooler, and it can store like 100 water or something like that in it,
If we can get some of those
or even
arrows
a
too, that'd
barrel. Yeah, a blue barrel.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put them in the workbench.
be great.
Or
Okay,
the-
so there's that new steel chest plate that's in the armor and clothes, as well as the scrap pieces I found.
Well, I'm down.
I want
Alright.
to check that out. Might be better than what you got. We also got a steel baton. Oh wait, pipe baton. Sorry.
All right. We got a little bit of this thing. I think we're good for the evening. Not fire that up yet. Joe's asking something, or oh no,
Oh,
T-Dub's
T-Dub.
back.
Yeah, so leave shortly, guys. I'll catch you on the Sunday stream.
All right, thanks T-Dub. Appreciate you stopping by. Sorry, we're just in Horde Night mode here. Don't mean to be ignoring our people over there. Just it's about to get serious.
Carpenter 2, 3.
All right.
Okay, I put the pipe bombs in the container with the other Molotov cocktails and the other ammo. Where's the
Oh, I don't
electronics?
have. I need a painkiller. That's probably a good thing to keep on my person. Okay, got that.
I put the arrow rest in the weapons mods and parts box for anyone that doesn't have it on a bow already.
All right, I got mine on my. I got one on mine. I do need to fix my bow though. My bow needs fixed.
And I did find some baton parts, so like when you're getting ready to start making an electric baton, we'll have some of those.
How are we out of planks? So we have no wood planks, really?
Oh, I have them.
And we're out of rope.
We are out of rope.
All right. Oh, rope's easy.
I'm making some metal spikes. By the way.
Oh, are we out?
I've heard that
Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry.
that we should be like hoarding like murky water
Oh,
for some reason, like for glue.
Did you just break it? I didn't
Sprained
hear
it.
break.
Sprained it.
Oh,
We should be doing what? That's all right.
storing murky water for like glue or something that we use a lot of, or something.
Well, we need
I don't
to-
know.
We do need to. We do need to figure out how to make glue.
Chemistry
you
station,
said, right?
I think.
I think you
Yep.
can make regular water into murky water, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was just something that might make regular into murky. I don't know if you
I
can.
thought you could. One of the patches we could.
Checking what I got here. I really don't need to
I don't think so.
carry this.
All right, you got some planks. That might be
All right, so-
something we could go get some snow
Sorry.
also.
57 arrows. Are you guys good on the
I'm
arrows?
loaded up on arrows. I got 100.
Okay, so I have 110 now. There's 53 left in there.
Yeah, I got like 70.
Excellent.
Wait, how did... Oh, are you kidding me? Oh. My old 7 days are kicking in there. So don't use a hammer to grab weeds. Because you don't gain any using a hammer. You
Yeah.
just knock them out, apparently.
Yeah. I was just gonna carry 2 Molotovs just as like oh shit defense.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, all mine. Oh,
Just don't start using a sledgehammer. You'll be in trouble. All right. Well. Let's see. Did you bring us any lumber back?
Oh, yeah, here, let me put it back in the wood thing. I That helps with my encumbrance too. Who left? Oh, Mark left his thing in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the ability to fix it.
Right.
So I don't know. Let's see here.
There it goes. All right. Now we're good. And then you said there was some better armor up here too, I thought.
And the steel, or yeah, the armor and clothes. There's some steel one in there.
Iron, steel, or iron? That's
Yeah, it's in the armor and clothes box.
yeah. How come that's worse than what?
Is it steel or is it iron?
It's iron, and it's worse than what I'm wearing.
No.
Well, I mean, oh, that's the condition. Hold on.
Ooh, there's a dog out there. Watch out for spikes in the bottom.
Okay, can you light that bonfire if you're down there then? Por favor.
Yeah, there's a dog like just running.
All right, I guess I'll roll with that. See.
Ooh, there's a whole horde over there.
Want to go down and hit him real quick? It's only.
I do.
Yeah, it's only
But
21.
I'm not gonna. Hello.
All right.
So we have an
Water
extra
on, hot
scrap
water.
sword now. If you want a sword or blade, Daryl,
Okay. I think I'm
it's in the
okay.
bottom rolling toolbox now.
Okay. Did you light that fire for me downstairs? Thank you. Okay, it's almost time. I'm going down.
Make sure I have a little extra food.
Do you want to grab that battery out of the? There's a battery in the electronics box. We can light this lantern down here if you wanted to.
Sure.
You got headlights. I'm good now.
Yeah, we can save the batteries. It's fine. I don't care. Either way. All right, Joe, you ready for this? I'm assuming you're still here, Joe. It's Horde night. It's gonna be crazy. Still got a hurt leg. Leg shouldn't be hurt after tonight, hopefully. And we got a friend. Don't be wearing out our spikes already. She's wearing out her spikes. That's the problem with the spikes that I remember. We don't get the XP. It's time.
Let's rock and roll.
I'm ready. We got our firebug over there. We're good.
There's Hot Bard. Mega Crush is Hot Bard.
Oh, we got dogs.
Yeah, it says takes them out so fast.
Yeah, it does.
That's
But-
crazy.
But we don't get any XP. That's the thing I remember.
That's
why,
true.
Why I don't
Yeah, that
use
is.
them. Oh, yeah. Here. Oh, wow.
Loot.
Let there be light. And there was light. Nice. That's a hot dog. Nice.
So the 2 spikes lasted about 10 minutes.
Okay.
So even though kill a monster too, it's like, you know, they don't last that long.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a big pile of bodies right there, though. So it's the dog, night of the dogs.
And a lot more hazmat guys too.
Yep. Oh, they're trying to jump up on here. Got loot out back too. Yeah, lots more hazmat guys. Ooh, that looks like a. Oh, doing that. You got a biker
And
on.
they ran away.
Merry Christmas.
Ooh, she's presenting. Ah.
Oh, it blocked it. That's okay.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That was a good one.
I like that corner.
Yeah, they do. Oh, we got a big old pile up to the south. Just ran in. Man, I'm hearing lots of little loot drops. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Peg out here. Hello, nurse. Oh, she's gonna run. There we go. Got her in the squeeder. Oh, man. Okay. Hello, Devin.
Well, one dog down there is freaking out. You see that? Corpse?
Hot dog!
Hot dog. Share the wealth. Set the other dog on fire. Dang, that's a fire.
Yeah.
Oh. Not too bad.
We don't really get the big. It doesn't seem to add the XP like it used to, or what. We used to get those big.
It's
XP
not
numbers.
really chaining quite the same.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of that is because we don't have the electric fences to really
Oh, maybe.
collect them.
Maybe.
Yeah, I look at the electric fences as like a net, okay? So
Yeah.
catch them with the net, and then I cook them.
Yeah. And then sometimes pop them.
And then you give a little pop right there at the end, and
Popcorn
like a-
chicken.
that's what this does.
Nah. Alright. Slow down. 2 seconds. Take your shot. Nope, another loot.
Crossing.
Okay. That's a new one. The zombie on top of the, or the dog on top of the zombie. It's the other way around. Alright. Oh, his head came off. Zombie, it's not on fire. Oh, I like. Devin's kind of blocking him over there. We got another biker guy out to the kind of northeast-ish. There he is. He's kind of right under you, Daryl. He's on the outer wall, though. There he is. He's coming in
Yeah.
now.
All right. Let's do this.
Right in the middle.
Ooh,
works.
toasty.
Yeah, it's a little further up than I wanted it to be. That's all right. Come to the fire. Yeah.
Cleansing flames. Ooh. That biker can't have too much left in him. He's on fire. He's got lots of arrows in him. And now he's on fire again. Yeah. Nice shot on that nurse.
Oh.
Oh man. Oh, Devin just went through one of our bricks.
Aw.
Say something, Jeff.
I am here focusing.
Works. That'll work. More fire.
I was hoping I'd get that corner a little more. Oh well.
Oh,
Loot.
heard another loot. That nurse has got to be just about done. I have had lots of rounds into her.
There she goes.
Yep.
Yeah, nice. Like, man. Hello, Peg. Right in the neck.
Ooh.
Down to 16 arrows. I think I like to shoot arrows.
I think you do too.
Yeah, I'm starting to get that sense. Oh, there's a bunch. Nice. That looked like a pretty good one.
Not bad. A lot of them did scatter. That's alright though.
Alright, I'm going up to get more arrows. Jeff, you need more arrows too?
I'm at 34 now, so I think I'm okay.
Alright. Well, if you need, just let me know. Let's grab the rest. There's a whole bunch right down there.
Sounds like it's slowing down.
That's just what they want you to think.
Famous last words. Looks clear.
I think it's letting up, guys. Oh.
You're a leaper.
How are they getting through that?
They can crawl now.
Yeah, it's weird though. They jump like on top of it and just kind of flip through a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Come here, quick.
Ah.
Oh.
We might need to get upgraded bows or something.
Yeah.
Because it's starting to get a little tough to kill with bows and arrows. Come back, nurse.
Oh, right in the
Yep.
pursuiter.
Did you get him?
He's getting up.
Ah.
There, he's down.
This guy's getting up. Mechanic's getting up. Nice shot on the nurse.
I like nurses.
Yeah. Free Botox, baby.
Damn it.
Oh.
Just so you know, too, Jeff, Gerald came home from work yesterday and was like, well, actually didn't come home from work, I guess. Came downstairs and went, been thinking about the motion platform design. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
So it's begun.
That's how it starts.
I feel like I can't hit anything all of a sudden.
That's how I was at the beginning of this round. That'll hit him.
There. Didn't miss now.
More puppies. Oh,
Ooh.
you lighting another fire?
There's
Yeah.
a number down there.
Yeah.
Oh, cop.
Cop. Okay. We're at that stage, huh? Is he dead? Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
Leaper.
right.
Definitely dying down.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's totally safe. Oh boy.
I guess I should have got more arrows.
Yeah, yeah. Well, they're out. I can give you half of mine. I got them
Okay.
all.
Go.
There you go.
Got him.
400.
Yeah, I'm letting them burn. I'm only.
Yeah. Slowing way down.
Yeah, way
Taking
down.
shots.
There's hardly any zombies at all. I think we're good. Jump down. Grab those extra arrows. Oh, they're just begging for it, Daryl.
I know.
I mean, they're just begging for it. Oh, cop! I think he's dead. Man, at this rate, I'm going to need a lot more 10 mil. I wonder if the shotgun would work.
Man.
Can you get one right in the middle to kind of get them all?
I don't think it really works like. I mean, hey, the can's gone.
No, they finally broke it. Okay.
I guess the thing about the middle is it doesn't get them on the outside.
That's true. That's a good point.
I mean, if I waver just a little bit, I can get like.
You mean like that outside right there?
Yeah, right there.
There you go. How we? Ah,
That sounds like a cop.
oh, it is. Reloading.
He's down.
Down.
I don't think I like the shotgun nearly as much as the submachine gun. That's 3 cops, man. What the what?
Yup. And geez, I'm burning a lot of Molotovs, that's for sure. Let's go there. Come on, morning.
It's
Yeah,
getting
it's about
close.
30 minutes.
Man. That is a target-rich environment.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
Screw it, we'll do 2. To get him a good clear out.
Burn, baby, burn.
Disco
Disco
Inferno.
Inferno, burn, baby, burn, burn.
Welcome to Get Your Game On, where we're spinning the oldies.
I think they like me.
Yeah, pretty sure
Yeah.
you're right. It's almost like they looked at your zombie kills.
I just
Like,
have
he's
5
the one
arrows
that gets
left,
us.
so
Let's get him.
I got 16. I'm trying to let
Yeah,
the
just-
fire do the work.
I just want to wait till 4 and then I'll start shooting,
Yeah.
killing what's left.
Yeah.
One more in the middle, or one more?
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that was a good one.
So based on this Horde Night, even if we upgrade, I think we need 200 arrows each at least.
Yeah. I went through 150.
Yeah,
so,
so that's what I mean. It's just 200 at least.
all right. Let's take stock here. What do we got? Good news is my leg's not broken anymore. Or sprained. All right, we got any fasties? That Devin
Well, there
is
was.
fast. Or did he slow down? Man.
Yeah, I think they're slow.
Yeah, the Devon I was watching is good. You going? Oh, Daryl's going.
Feeding fast.
You good? I'm coming. Down 2. I'm with you. Oh, they're working on the barn.
I don't appreciate that.
Did they kill our pigs? I don't see one of our pigs.
They're both there. They're there.
Are they? Okay.
There's a whole lot of zombies in
I
there.
got a homeless guy. Watch out, Daryl. There's one to the side of you. Thank you. You okay?
Yeah, Devin got a hit on me.
Okay.
And it's getting a little choppy.
Coming down.
Grab any arrows that might be down here. All right, I'm going back to you, Daryl. He's dead.
Ooh, loots.
Yeah. Oh, ouch. Nice. He did get a shot on me. Okay, he's on me, I think. It's on Jeff. Oh, he's on me.
Oh, ow, 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 ow. Okay.
There for real. Oh, she's fast.
Here she is.
Okay, she slid back down. There we go. All right. All right, put a hit on this guy. Sorry, I messed you up on that one.
Yeah, a little bit. Come on.
Woo, he's fast.
Crude axe. 3 cans of food.
We clear?
There's a Nelson bumming around in there.
All right, we'll get all the arrows. There's a lot of arrows in the ground. Wow, Jeff, you missed a lot on that one. There's probably 20, 30 arrows sitting out on the ground, stuck in the
That's
wall.
not
Hey,
one.
there's a fast Nelson behind you.
Gotcha, I'm
The best
coming
way
up.
to get into you.
Okay. Is he on me?
Yeah, he is. Jesus, okay.
That'll work.
There we
That's
go.
the patented
There's-
Daryl method. You are at half health, sir.
Yes, I am.
Just to let you know.
9mm ammo and 3 scrap steel. 7.92mm ammo and a pitchfork. Shotgun shell, canned food.
Now look at all these
Shotgun shells, steroids,
arrows
golding.
everywhere.
Know Your Joe says, does the bigger zombies pose more of a threat?
Oh,
Why, yes.
yes.
Yes, they do.
5.56 steroids and canned food.
And if they are big zombies that are glowing green or have orange eyes, they're an even bigger threat.
A schematic for goldenrod tea.
Okay, that's data.
I
Don't we
think
have
I
that?
need that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's probably the only good thing outside of the maybe the crude axe.
Crude.
Not really.
Crude axe is better than a scrap axe, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
I
I'd
don't know.
take that. I'd take that.
it should be.
Wow, they're just serious about
Tear up the barn.
They want to tear it up.
My barn. Appreciate that.
It's-
Okay.
The crude axe is now in the weapons container.
All right, check it out. Oh, there's another Jeff's arrows right there. Man, this is going to be between, if Dave gets in here, between Jeff and Dave, there's going to be like just a porcupine's worth of arrows.
Well, we gotta make you feel like you're hitting. You know,
Well, I know these aren't mine because I didn't miss any shots.
that's yeah.
So I know that these are not mine.
You keep believing that.
You're skeptical. You sound skeptical, sir.
Little to slight, you know. All right, so put the goldenrod.
He acts like he's been gaming with me for 30 years. You know me so well.
Changing subject. Cool. Okay, so we're good then, huh?
Is that acid rain? No. The rain is not acidic, thankfully.
Oh, we need arrows for sure.
It does
Yeah.
make it cold, though. Makes you wet, makes you cold. Alright. So I guess I go find another bucket full of... Another fire barrel. Alright, do we have a little bit of metal to make a few more arrows, Daryl?
I'm working on it.
Okay. You're
Okay,
working on
cool.
it now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna go out and
What
scavenge. Well, what were we? Wow,
he
this
needs
place
acid.
busted
so,
up.
Yeah, we'll get it.
Acid is usually kitchen.
So I'm gonna go.
Or I can just ride back to the place.
Yeah,
and
I'm
get
gonna
it.
ride back because we're gonna need also some of that metal plating, I think, because of the upgrades. We're to the point where we've got to get that all upgraded. I think. I think we're good for
Alright.
another horde night, don't you, Daryl? If we fix her up.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as strength and what we're seeing.
We don't have a what you call it yet, do we?
Oh, what?
A small engine or whatever for the
No, I don't think
small
so.
engine
Not
and gears.
We had that compact engine. Is that what you wanted?
Yeah, for the cement mixer.
Yeah, we had one. Or did you?
Are you talking about the one that I needed to make the schematic?
So you're saying you need another one?
Correct.
Okay. Where was that anvil? That was at the other house, wasn't it? Up there, Jeff, wasn't?
yeah.
All right. Why don't you go hit
If it-
that one? So you go hit the one we've been at. I'll go take the long bike ride.
Okay, you're gonna go back up there and grab all
I'll go
the
up
stuff
there
out
and
of
at
the-
least get the yeah, see what I can.
maybe the trader reset too by
I think
now.
they said 29, day 29, so whatever day. Hey, we're out of the 20s, Daryl.
All right.
Yeah. Now,
That didn't last very long.
if it's another horde night, we're gonna have to hurry back. I was gonna check that axe, but oh well. Don't want to dawdle if this is what we're trying to do.
Yeah, that's get on the bike and go.
Yep. Go around the hill. Take a nice leisurely 10-mile-an-hour stroll.
Yeah, I can't wait for motorcycles.
Yeah.
That's the real reason Dave hasn't joined us, I think.
Just waiting for the motorcycle.
Yeah, he's a motorcycle guy. It's like, until you guys have motorcycles. Well, in our other game that we were playing, I don't even think we got bicycle. We didn't get any vehicles. We were on foot the whole time.
Yeah.
Or for Undead Nightmare.
Yeah, Undead. Yeah. So we have
Or
another
Undead
game.
Legacy.
Our first big game, which if you're watching the stream, they're archived in the live streams. Yeah, we didn't have any of this stuff. So I feel like we're definitely far more ahead
Yeah.
than we used to be.
What
we're
day
doing
were
pretty
we on?
good.
Do you remember?
I'm trying to remember. Weren't we somewhere in the like 34-ish? I think we're pretty dang close to where we are in this one.
I think the big thing, yeah, is just making sure we're ready for like a horde night we're not ready for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Over preparing.
Well, we're gonna need to do more damage, so I'm thinking we probably
Yeah.
need to start thinking about going into that shotgun Messiah or something, because
Yeah.
these bows, we're burning through so many arrows just to drop.
We just need to do also make sure everyone's bows are upgraded,
Yeah.
that they have the mods on them. But yeah, I agree. Shotgun Messiah.
One chicken.
Also armor, just making sure that we're staying up on our armor upgrades to survive hits, because it gets kind of hairy there. It's not so much I worry about. Well, I do worry, but not so much I'm concerned about like during regular days, but like blood moon or something like that.
Well, horde nights,
someone
if-
falls down.
Well, yeah,
Horde night.
that's true. If somebody falls, don't fall, Jeff.
Shoot.
That's an easy fix. Don't fall.
It's the easiest thing to say until like
Oh,
the ground
yeah.
underneath you falls.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Pretty much at the town. 18 minutes, we'll know.
Yep. Yeah, I think priority is being able to deal out a little more damage. We've got to figure out what do we need for ballistics table, Daryl? Because we're gonna need guns here
Ooh, dear.
soon. If they sent 3 cops,
Data, oil.
how we doing for gas?
Low. Well, pretty low. Yeah, pretty low.
Okay.
Could be more. Could be better. Oil. We need oil.
Oil I can get from scrapping cars pretty easily, so I need to look at what the condition of my wrench is too. Little house in the middle of nowhere.
Kinda need to get a hunting rifle.
Okay, it is not Horde Night.
Yay!
That is good.
So
And I just killed a stag.
a
Got
what?
some meat. A deer.
Oh dear. Oh, that's good. I'm hungry again? Jeez. I've got a few chickens on the way, so I think I've killed 3 chickens so far on the way up.
And a knife and swords skill that we can convert.
Yeah.
Plus a bike wheel.
What we really need, if we got lucky enough to find motorcycle schematics, that would be very helpful. Like motorcycle wheels and frame and handlebars.
Yeah.
But even mini bike, we do have a mini bike chassis schematic that I think I read. So I think realistically, we would only need the mini bike wheels and handlebars. Because at least mini bikes, we wouldn't be getting tired.
You guys are both like injured too.
Yeah, what?
Driving my anxiety up.
Sorry, Jeff.
Alright.
I don't think Jeff wants to die. I think
I don't want anyone to die.
he's locked into this. Committed. Well, we're
No, the
almost
fear
at
is like I'm the last one that doesn't die, so therefore it's like a turtle all the time.
So all the pressure. Yeah, but then you'd be the
I'll
winner.
just be reckless at that moment.
You'll be the winner then. That's what you want. Because bragging rights, you want those bragging rights. 'Cause these guys are relentless. Daryl and Dave are relentless if you die. They are just...
Oh yeah, let me tell you all about how relentless we are.
All right. Well, I will not advise you about your health.
They'll
What?
Here we go.
hey, I'm only 800 feet away, or 800, whatever. We didn't have a special base over here, did we?
No.
I think
we
they
never
got
set
him.
one up.
I think the zombies. They got up here. They got up on the 2nd floor.
They might have, because they were pyramiding like crazy. Did they
How did
kill any
they
of our
do
good
that?
stuff?
No, we didn't lose anything, but they might have gotten in the mine. That hatch is gone.
Oh,
wow.
So they were
Oh.
trying to do that trick. Structural engineers.
Alright.
So you're going to have to make it to where they can't, or where it's really hard for them to even pyramid it. I'm sure they pyramided up. Be careful down there, Daryl.
I don't hear them. I mean, they don't. I haven't dug that way,
Okay.
really. Not to where it would be
Oh, under
beneficial
us.
for them. Yeah.
Okay.
I
There's
mean,
a schematic
I was
for Steel
thinking
Club if
about
we want to buy it, 2,400.
No.
What are they trying to do? Are they...
Well, you know that sometimes they dig towards the bottom.
Yeah,
Look,
but how did they get up here? But I want to. You think they just pyramided up?
Yeah. Yeah, I bet they, because I was watching them pyramid on ours like crazy.
Yeah, I think it's where. I think it was on this side over here.
That's the other thing. Time charges in Undead Legacy. All you need is one, and it should be a guarantee to open up any chest or safe. So if you see those, they're only like 180, I think, 180 a piece. So if you get one or two, that at least make sure that I can carry those and make sure we can get into those last lock boxes in case we don't have a candy.
Yeah, we need to get some of the good stuff coming because we have not really gotten a lot of good sellable items here lately.
Yeah.
Rolling right around the 2,000 mark on our gear. Now we do have obviously all our eyewear that's good. I think that Lucky Looter was paying dividends.
I think it's the yeah, we're just scraping the bottom of the barrel at that town, at the town that we're in.
Well, I think we should go hit that Shotgun Messiah. That's right on the whatever end of town, because it's a smaller one. So if we all three, well, Daryl's got to take off here. Maybe you. And
Yeah, I gotta leave. Like.
Yeah.
All right, so you're saying, all right, let's see what they got here.
So just if you see time charges, buy a few of those. They're 180 a piece, and I get to start storing them up.
Okay.
Which are good for those.
You got anything in mind? Well, we can't use them in the trader, obviously, so that has to be a lockpick.
It'd be like, when I'm scouting or when I'm looting and we find there's a couple like gun chests that we found.
No, your Joe says
gun
what
chests.
place is this?
That kind of thing.
I'm in the trader in the northern town, so this is just one of the local traders. Zombies can't really get in here as long as you close the doors. All right, he had 5 time charges, so I got those for you.
Perfect.
That'll give you something.
I think that should last a long time. I mean, until we start really hitting the places that are going to have lock boxes.
Armor piercing arrows. Bellows. What about oh shoot, how much is this? Advanced repair kit schematic.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Get that?
I would say so. Yeah, we're gonna need it.
Okay, that's gonna take.
And we'll regret if we don't have it.
Most of our money, but okay, got it. And then what's the bellows do for? Well, never mind. Didn't matter what the bellows do for us because we can't afford it.
It's also a thing for blacksmithing, which I think just speeds things up. I think.
And you got the chemistry station. Oh wow, plaster cast schematic.
Ooh, what is that? Electric fence schematic?
No, switch. Which
Oh.
we'll need also, but yeah, I can't afford it.
We had stuff in this locker here too.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the anvil was. It was.
Oh, the anvil was there.
It was in this trader's locker rather than the base because we hadn't built a base yet.
Okay.
I have it.
All right.
This should be interesting.
Just checking to make sure. 8 more.
So let's do this. Just be safe.
So I'll carry what I can. Now I'm coming back. We got an adhesive. Don't forget the acid. Was the acid there?
I'm not at our base yet. I'm about to be there. Just
got one more glass. All right, I should be able to clear out. So we really shouldn't need to come back up here unless we want to for some,
steroids.
Roid rage.
I love them. Well, I'm like super overburdened, but I can just pop a pill and run to our base and unload it.
Okay. I'm going to come back now because it's 10:40.
I think you can have withdrawals doing that. Isn't there a withdrawal effect by doing steroids?
Shit, there's zombies here. I think so. I think in this there's long-term effects of things.
Perfect.
Like drugs and stuff. I think I remember
Jeff's
that.
got an addiction.
It'll be a real role play. I'll be like, yeah, man, these some roids, man. Just need a fix. I need it. Start going like, you'd be like, where did all the Duke's coins go? I'm just sitting over there shivering, like, what? Why?
I need more roids, man.
Why do we have 564 steroids in our inventory and nothing else?
All right, I'm gonna do a little bit of a through town, just see if I can find. Oh wait, you wanted to see my experiment? That's what I think I was gonna do.
Thank you for healing. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah. So we have. Let me just this stuff here. Now, do we want to bring the anvil back to there, or
Yeah. We still want to be at the main base for now, because we've still got a little bit of ways to go for the cement mixer, right?
Yeah, well, no, we need gears and a compact engine.
I'm working on the engine. We'll see if I get it right here. We did not.
okay?
Get
I'll
it
just
from
bring
here.
back the good stuff then.
Did not get a compact engine on this, but there's a couple of these. Oh, you know what? I bet you we can potentially get one out of this jigsaw that's up here too.
Can you take that by chance?
Yeah. Except for you have to not.
Oh, never mind. But I think we need one of those for
Oh, really? Okay.
for a yeah, I think we need that for an upgrade.
Well, there was another construction. I think there was another one of these in this town, if memory serves. Oh, I should. Oh, do I have a? Do we all carry a fuel can? Nope. I think I put my fuel can.
We all should carry a fuel can.
I think I put mine back. My bad. Yeah, I think I had one on me and I got loaded down, so I just dumped everything, but I'll make sure to get that again. Make sure it doesn't get too late. Eat my meat stew, or my hobo stew. And Jeff, if you see like cloth couches out there, go ahead and scrap them. I need to get Daryl some pockets.
Roger that.
I need 60 total cloth for that.
What else do we have here? So I'm gonna bring all these schematics that we have here.
Yeah.
Gear. What else?
We're pretty good for metal now, right, Daryl? You've kind of got the iron going.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part.
It's not worth scrapping little chairs and stuff, right? Oh. Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Sorry, I got to do a little looting, Jeff, because you're probably not going to come up here for a bit.
No. I mean, it's okay. There's no way I'm gonna loot everything in this game, so feel free.
Come on, engine. Got it.
Yes.
Compact engine. Okay.
All right. I think then all that's left is some gears. How are we looking on gears over there?
How many more you need?
I don't know, like 5 or 6.
Oh boy, come on. I'm trying to run through the trailer park real quick and get the mailboxes. And
Go, go, go!
Are you waking up the whole neighborhood?
I think so. I had a Nelson really close. Yeah. Ish. Not too bad. I got 2 schematics out of it, so. A yucca seed and another. That's I think the first trailer park I've seen in this one. All right, so we got the engine, we got that. And you said we need a jigsaw. You said
Table saw.
Table saw. Sorry. Oh, this is the end of the town. Table saw. Ooh, why are you going down alleys where the dogs like to sit? You are a dumb dummy.
Yeah, flexing that weightlifting skills, bro.
We could set up. All right.
Whoa.
Is this the one we normally? No, this is the other one. Never mind. We don't want to set up there. That's not as convenient. Oh, hello,
Do
chicken.
do we still need scrap iron?
I
Not
mean,
really.
I wouldn't get rid of it if you
Okay.
have it.
Don't go out of your way to get it, but don't get rid of
But
it if you
don't,
have it.
yeah, don't
Got it.
get,
I'm gonna-
yeah.
I'll
Yep,
leave
yep,
it here. All right. Do. One. I'm gonna scout around here a little bit more before I head back.
What time is it? 1300. Okay. Yeah, I gotta think about heading back. I'm trying to find that.
But I have I have an anvil, cement mixer schematic, mushroom seed schematic, sliding blast door schematic, tech junkie schematic, and a fireman's almanac schematic.
Okay.
One bottle of acid, one gear, book of knives and something, oil, 4 things, some metal, iron crossbow, 20 arrowheads. That will be coming back in addition to whatever else I find right now.
Okay. Daryl, you don't need that table saw urgently, though, right? I don't need to. Or do you?
I don't think. I don't think
I mean,
so.
I'll take a spin, but I don't want to. I don't want to be late coming back. It's almost 1400, and
Yeah.
my trip's a little bit farther than Jeff's. And I'll let the chicken go. Let that chicken run. Man, there's a lot of stuff to come back up here and get, for sure. Which way? Don't get pinched in here. See what we got. Oh,
Gold. We got a gold ingot.
Yeah.
nice.
I think that's just to sell. I don't think you can do anything with that.
Oh, really? Can I make a grill?
I mean, yes. Yeah. 2 gold. They're worth 500 a piece, I think.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, there's. I think. Oh, that's it, that one. All right, I'll see if I can run in there and grab that. That thing for you. How am I doing? Am I? Oh, I'm getting encumbered. Okay. Okay. What do I got that I would need to carry?
Oh man, there's wildlife all over here.
Okay, I really gotta go.
Okay, I got your table saw.
Okay. Well, put it somewhere where I know where it is. Gentlemen. It's
Have
been
a
fun.
good day at work. It was real. I enjoyed it.
All right, Dizzle.
All right.
Joe,
Talk to you
anything
later.
to say to? Yeah.
What?
I don't know if
No.
Joe's saying goodbye. Anyways,
No.
all right. Well, we won't go. We won't go real far. So, drive safe out there, sir. Avoid the tornadoes.
It'll be fun, I'm sure.
Okay, I've got to figure out which way I need to come home.
So do we want to, where do we want to play up to?
That's a great question.
Since it's what? Not a horde night.
We definitely want to get back. Why don't we
User
let's play?
disconnected from your
Let's
channel.
play until tomorrow morning at 8 and see if horde night. That way we'll have our bearings.
All right. And then we'll head back there to the main base. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay out here just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'm gonna head back because obviously mine's a little bit farther.
Yeah, that's where it's also, if I get Dex, it allows me to escape.
Oh, parkour. Or,
Parkour and just dex in general, just because you can run a lot farther and not lose stamina, which helps when you're overburdened as well. But parkour is like, once you get to 2 levels, you can jump 1 meter higher. You don't think it's big, but that's like 1 extra block to get over stuff. And then when you get to the max level, you can jump 2 things higher. Now, that's literally able to jump a fence.
Ah.
Because it's in addition to what you're jumping. So you can jump 1 meter, almost 2 meters. So you're going to be able to jump over fences as long as you're not burdened.
I can see that being advantageous. Yeah.
Yeah, or just on top of a truck. Boom, you're there. And then from there on top of a building. So like it's just because I'm usually going to be out looting and stuff and doing whatnot, but I just love when I played solo. I did that, and I was reading something. Some guy was like, "Pro players always take speed. It's what keeps you alive." So I was going to try it, and it worked out really well. So.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I think we've always focused on building our strength to attack with. So
the melee weapons.
Yeah, just arrows, whatever. We've always done that stuff. Oh, jumped off my bike for some reason. That the key, but yeah.
And that's where it kind of ties into sniping because I don't need to have a lot of strength for that, and then it will allow me to get into really good sniping positions.
Yeah, it's true. It's a good point. It's such a different game now with not having to get, like, I always had to go up the intellect tree to get vehicles.
Yep.
And it's quite a bit different to really reprogram yourself to, okay, well, what traits do you want? Because honestly, I don't know that I would have put it all into better barter had I known that that didn't give me that skill to double hit the stash. Because I mean, the 20% is great, but I think there were better ideas or better places to put those points early. But
yeah,
let's see.
And there's an argument against taking our lucky looter at low levels because it doesn't really pay off as much as something else would until you get to like the mid tier, kind of like when you start to get into not quite where we're at, I think level 30, 40. Then the loot that you find in the tier will start to be exponentially better.
Gotcha.
And then once you get to higher levels, like above 70 and whatnot, it's like then it's really good because you'll be finding lots of crazy stuff. But it's just at the low levels, the gear is just so low level, it doesn't matter. It's like, oh, cool, I found a low level broken axe or something. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And you're like, oh, I want greens. It's like, well, that's not going to happen until you get to later levels.
Well,
no matter what, even
thought.
if you had 5 of 5.
My thought was if you got better loot and I had better barter, we can get the money up fairly quickly. But I'm not sure that that's.
It still worked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, even if it's 20%, it's 20% more than what we would have had, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And the same thing with the loot. It's like you find extra stuff. Who knows if I would have gotten that early machete.
Yeah.
The AUG that I have, which is huge.
No, I don't know. To me, it's like, but looter is such a key thing early game to me. But I understand the argument too. But
well, it would be more like you would just take the dex instead, and then work to like level 4 or 6, and then you would get core, and then you could, and then you could just jump everywhere and run and do stuff easily, and then start doing lucky looter because then that keeps you alive. I'm gonna head back to town.
Yeah, I'm about halfway. I'm 1.5 kilometers out, so.
But like you're saying, it's all like gameplay style, and that's the neat thing about this game. Like you can play, everyone can kind of play how they want. And it kind of works out well, where it would be, even just observing like how you guys play and fight. It gets a little chaotic if you have 3 people versus 2 that are training off a zombie, right? Whereas I could just be doing that or providing cover while that one's dead.
Right.
And then something comes up, I have cover, I can do Overwatch, boom, it's headshot, it's gone.
Well, and that's where I really want to get. I mean, I've just been itching to get into my Fury of Blows because that increases my melee attack speed, which I think you can tell by the way we play how beneficial faster melee attacks could be.
Oh, yeah.
Killed that chicken on the run.
Yeah, I see it. 116. It's just easy. It's easy chicken, like
Yeah.
fast food.
Yeah. Why can't we just leave the chickens alone? Hey, my weightlifting went up.
We're preventing them revenge for taking all their eggs.
Yep. Nice.
This, I can't believe.
Don't know what
There's
it's
no
got
way I
over.
didn't. Oh,
And we're not worrying about eggs, right? Because we got chickens,
that's
chicken coops.
that's
so.
what that's what we were told.
All right. I mean,
Another
I'm
thing
driving by nests like left and right over here.
Yep, it's hard for me too.
Okay.
But he did say we need meat, so I mean.
Yeah, I've been trying to collect meat, so we need to get some more zombie meat. So there's corpses, dogs, any of that stuff. We need to start scrapping those bodies.
Yeah. Oh, come on, chickens.
The hobo. What's our limit? Are we doing good with potatoes as well? Because I keep hearing you get corn. Are we doing okay on potatoes, or is potatoes a problem?
Oh my God! I'm sorry. I have to loot all these nests. I'm like sitting in like 5 of them.
Okay.
Potatoes. I think I haven't seen a lot of them, honestly.
Okay.
But that's mainly just because they're harder to spot, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So, but I haven't really been actively trying to get lots of potatoes.
I know that's part of the hobo stew recipe, so that's what I was saying. I'm trying to think. Well, is he still farming too? Is he still got crops
Yeah.
over there?
So I need to get back there and check that too.
Yeah, I think we go through tonight, and then we'll go to. We'll just see if it's horde night.
Yeah.
See what that looks like. I was hoping if Dave. I don't know what his internet looks like, but it would be nice. I guess we'll see where we're at that point. And if he happens to log on, I'd like to at least get him downloaded and potentially to us. That would be kind of nice, but I don't know if his internet's.
What we need to do, depending on what I would say, we coordinate when he logs in. Someone with a bike takes a bike to him.
Yep.
Gives him the bike so he can ride back.
Yep.
It'll be the safest. Oh, that chicken just did not. I kind of feel sorry for it. He's dying axe on him, and not intentionally.
Oh, there's a rabbit.
All right.
Where you going, rabbit? Wow. For whatever reason, I am missing rabbits. Huh. Got him, though.
Did you hear less breathing today?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah.
I have the noise gate. I was doing that. Daryl had mentioned it. I was like, yeah, I should try and use that again.
Yeah, it was just your sinuses. We could hear you kind of wheezing when you were really focused. And then if you don't talk for a few minutes, a TeamSpeak auto-adjusts your threshold. Because that's why when you hear me say something, Jeff, it's because we're starting to pick up like a lot of background noise. And as soon as you just say something, it recalibrates it, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah. So now I have the threshold, so it shouldn't do that anymore.
Yeah, it sounds great too.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah. That's sinus issues have been my bane since forever.
So you're probably not a scuba diver then.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
All right, I'm almost back out to the house.
It's actually been weird. It's just usually it clears up. But I had, what was it, last year? It was July of last year. I got COVID. Or before.
Okay.
And ever since then, my sinus has been super clogged.
You can't say the C word on YouTube. I don't think. No, I don't know.
Right. Sorry.
I don't know if that's still a thing.
But it's just weird.
Yeah.
It's just one of those weird things. So I think I just need to go.
Did you have issues before that with the sinuses?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's just been a whole thing. We do nasal flushes, which are really fun. I won't talk about it because they're not fun.
You can Google it. Anybody that's interested in nasal flushes.
Exactly. So I just need to do that. Otherwise, you hear me breathe like that.
All right. So I am too fat to get up the hill. Oh, really? This compact engine doesn't weigh a whole lot. 10 pounds. What? Oh, wow, I'm way overburdened.
Yeah,
Does that give me enough to get up? It does, okay. All right.
almost there.
1800, so you're good. Oh, the door's open. All right, automotive parts. It goes in there. Oh yeah, I'm also carrying this giant table saw. That's probably not light.
I will say, out of the stuff that I have gotten for motion rigs, the second most valuable was like a miter saw, like a table
Oh
saw.
yeah.
Just being able to cut my own aluminum extrusion was a game changer, right? It's just like, okay, well now I can just custom do whatever I want to do.
Right.
But the most valuable tool is a 3D printer.
See, I can't do
Let's
that.
get that.
Can't do a 3D printer.
Why not?
Just it. I know what'll happen if I. I had this discussion with Dave. He's the one who told me about you, and he's like, "Yeah, now I got him addicted." I'm like, "Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
the
gosh.
problem."
It's awesome. I mean, because you're just like, there's the whole thing of like you can go download, files and things people have created.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you decide to take a little leap, watch, 20, 30-minute tutorial on YouTube about Fusion 360 or Blender or whatever it may be.
Here you go. Oh, I use Lightwave all the time. There's an old program called. I don't know if that works with 3D printing, but here's your time charges. I'm assuming I can drop them.
Yeah.
So we use them in good health.
Then you want a bracket, right? Like, so for my DOF machine, I have one of those really mini keyboards, right? That's almost like a handheld, something that you would use for like a television or whatnot. And I made a mount so I can mount it to the side or on one of the uprights on my DOF H3 as like a keyboard mount. So it's just things like that where I have an idea, let me design it and build it. So awesome. You need to get one. You'll love it. Bad influence.
Hey, did you have any luck getting some cloth out there?
Not really. I did not bring any of that back. I just have 4 pieces. But I mean, if you want to start tearing into the clothes and armor, or even the containers will do it. Like I found some scrap boots.
Are they those be leather though? I only need 18 more. So how are we doing for seeds?
We might have cotton.
Got a little cotton.
So I brought the cement mixture schematic, the mushroom ski. I brought all the schematics here, so they're here now. I don't know where he wants the anvil, so I'm going to put it in the
it goes in. It actually should go in one of the pieces of equipment down there. Like I think it's the furnace that it should just go in.
It's got an ingot mold in it right now.
Check the blacksmith forge then, because it should have a dedicated thing for it, dedicated spot for it, I believe. Yeah, I got everything back from the other one too, so we don't have really anything outstanding. And adhesive, medical.
Oh, it's required to make blacksmith's forge tier 2, which will allow shaping more advanced metals.
Oh, so it's an upgrade. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to put it in the research bag.
I've put, I got 64 meat, so we should be pretty good on the old meat front.
Excellent. Now, I also did find an iron crossbow.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys use those.
No, I don't like when we all split, because then we can't share arrows and bolts.
Arrows? Yeah.
That's the problem. Right. That's what I don't like about doing that. Dave loves the crossbow, so I mean, who knows? He may end up wanting to do it.
No, I'm fine with the bow and arrow.
I did find it some murky water, by the way.
Okay.
I'll put it in here, I guess. And glass jars.
So I did find 15 iron plating.
Okay.
And
I might
17 steel plating.
Yeah, nice. I might go top those off. Where you putting those downstairs?
The plating? No, I put them in the raw and mining materials.
Mining materials. Okay.
Put there.
Paper goes there. Raw materials. Yeah, it seems like a good place for sand. Yes.
We got a weighted a weighted head mod for like
Okay.
clubs and stuff.
Let's go for his sledgehammer if he doesn't have one
Yep.
on there already.
Yep. I'm gonna scrap some of these extra pitchforks and stuff, and
Check the price on them. See if they're worth selling. Because we can, if they're broken and we fix them, we can always sell them. I think they're worth a
yeah,
little
these
bit
are
of cash.
okay. Yeah, these are 33. Okay, cool. I'll leave those.
Just put them in the to-go, fix them in, or whatever. Put them in the to-go box, and I'll fix them. Okay, I got to. So yeah, we're looking good on the data. Got a little rotting flesh. Schematics. Okay. Is glass? I guess glass is a raw material. I don't know.
What? I think we'll need it eventually.
No, I
don't
just
know
where to
what
put
for.
it. Raw material.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's still like there's those ones that are always blurry.
Yeah.
What is this?
All right, I'm gonna go try to upgrade a little bit more just to, before it gets too late here. Oh, Daryl's already. Never mind. Daryl's been here already. Daryl already fixed everything. Nice job, dude. All right, well.
Ah, nice. I was able to make 15 bacon and eggs.
Nice. Okay. Hey, we're looking good down here. Daryl already repaired everything.
Oh, cool.
And I just finished the last 2 upgrades of the parts that are really critical. So, all right, nice. So the base is ready to withstand another onslaught.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, we really need an electric fence mod or schematic or something. How are we doing for arrows? I'm at 30.
We need some. I have like none.
Okay, let me make. I've got. Oh, put the glass in here under his forge. Okay. So at 15, I get us here. Yeah. Okay. 325. We'll do that. Okay. Bone powder. Oh, bone powder. I don't know what that's for, but copper ore, zinc ore.
I have some iron arrowheads.
I'm making a whole bunch down there too.
Okay.
My armor's getting worn out. What do I need to fix it? Let's see here. Chest armor's worn. Let's see. That's easy. Okay. What is your armor rating?
25.6.
Okay.
My physical resistance.
Physical resistance is right. Oh, dang. I'm looking down the stats because that's where it usually is.
Yeah, no, it's under the.
What are you at?
The paper doll. 25.6.
Oh, I'm at 32, but you're not wearing. You don't like heavy armor, right?
No, I want leather.
Okay.
Just to keep me light.
Okay.
Mobile.
Well, yeah, Mr. Parkour. All right, so I'm not gonna feel guilty for having
No.
higher armor rating than.
No. I just
right.
want all the leather and best leather and padded. I mean, if you guys are both taking metal.
No. Daryl's a.
He does padded.
Daryl's
Okay.
a light armor guy, big time. He likes.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why? Like he's up front.
Faster with the with the hits and if he needs to get away and all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean that's the same. You know, it's like you're not gonna really sit there tanking at this level.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
What's
don't think I've ever
what's the
seen
highest
this
you've
scheme
gotten
work
it?
out. In Undead Legacy.
Yeah, at insane.
In Undead Legacy, we're getting about to where we've been because I don't remember what our other game was. I think
Cool.
think we got around 34, so I think we're at the high end. But we were struggling so
Cool.
bad in that one because we were leveling up like we are playing the other games, so we weren't putting points where it'd be beneficial. And
Yeah.
that's where this one I'm slowly learning that getting equipment and your level are pretty much unrelated. It's like,
Yeah.
you know.
But it's also like, we've done it a lot, and building it up, we get kind of, the more you do it, the more you get to gather
Yep.
all the resources, what you need to do right away.
Exactly.
So I think we're doing good. Yeah, I have what is this, 230 rounds of 5.56 for this AUG.
Jeez.
I barely use it. I mean, I save it. Otherwise, like even last night, I just used this 9mm revolver for like when the police. I didn't know we were supposed to shoot the cops right away.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, oh, what? So you guys were like, cop, boom, 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 boom. I was like, okay, wait, I'm not ready set up to pull out the gun and kill the cop.
Yeah, that's usually what I do. That's why you hear Daryl yell it out because I'm usually on cop duty. Because the problem is, especially in a small base like this, if they get spit up there, I mean, yes, they do damage to the place, but they also really limit our mobility of where we can go to up there. So the cops are dangerous.
Yeah.
And then the detonator guys are the next level. So you'll hear, boomer. I think we don't call them boomers. I think we do call them boomers. I don't remember what we call them. Exploder guy. I don't know. It'll come out.
Yeah,
naturally when I say it. So.
Is your bow upgraded to like G and all that?
Oh no.
Level G.
No,
that's what we need to do, and that's really easy.
But it takes data, and I'm trying to.
No.
Oh, it doesn't?
The bow, like low level stuff, you can do the first 2 levels before you need data. Check it out.
Oh, look. Okay, I found a hunting bow. It's already upgraded. Oh.
Oh wait, hey. That's my hunting bow.
I knew it wasn't mine. Okay, so I have to repair it first, right?
Yeah, and then just go to
upgrade.
The little arrow, and you should see like that. And we just need grass or something.
No, mine needs a little bit. I need a bow part, which we have, and some glue.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so we should all check our armor and our weapons like that, and that should help us out quite a bit.
All right, let me do that then. Let me see. I was hoping to have a compound bow by now, but we'll do that. All right, there we go. Okay. Does that give us more unlock slots when we do that eventually? What did that give us?
I think when you go to the second tier, it gives you an unlock, extra mod, which is pretty huge.
Pitchfork. Fix that. We might save 1 pitchfork for Dave. I don't remember what he likes. Oh, we got a friend.
Yeah, I need a bow crossbow. Let's see what this needs.
Go in there and take care of our guest.
Okay.
Man, I love having this helmet light.
Yeah, it's just mine and helmets. That mod makes such a difference.
Mm-hmm. So eventually, we pretty much have the doorways almost kicked out the way that we just let the zombies kind of eat the sides, and that way they have easy access. Got all my arrows back. Killed him right under the door. All right, he's dead, Jim.
Good. Actually, can't believe we don't have any grass.
Yeah, I don't know where it all got burned up. I went out and got a whole bunch of it earlier. I could probably run out there and grab a little bit. Hold on, let's see.
Yeah,
oh, yeah, junk blade. Hold on, I'm just curious what the.
Oh, yeah, I left it up there.
Oh, so the pitchforks have to be. Oh, I don't want to upgrade. I want to repair. So it is currently how much? 46, and if I repair it, yeah. So it jumped up 100 gold by repairing it. The pitchforks.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah, that's why you always check those weapons and upgrade them because they're worth money. They're worth a lot of money if you
Yeah.
if you do it right. Damage 17.3, 17.1, and my pitchfork is 17.5. So we'll save one pitchfork for Dave potentially. Shoot, it's gonna be one of those nights.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fat man. Yep. Hello, fat man. Oh, he's trying to jump up on the ladder.
Upgrade. I need more grass. Whatever.
I was trying to think if there was. You know where it might be. Did you check the seed? The seed drawer.
Yeah, but that.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
but shared.
broadcasting.
Yeah, so it should be out there. I'm just listening and can grab someone there.
Yeah, I went to fix my bow and I didn't have any grass, so it must be something that Daryl's needing.
Yeah.
Or using.
So that makes sense now. I know there's been color coded, but now I see the difference between like the brown, a regular, and then like there's a silver, which is the first common, and then green
Okay.
on the icons for the weapon. So if any of your icons have like a gray background or
Mm-hmm.
that's a common, whereas the brown or whatever, when we first make something, it's like low quality.
Gotcha.
I have no arrows.
Oh, here. I got 30,
It's like-
so there's half.
Sweet. Okay.
The good thing with only him here, if we kill him close to that ladder, we can get our arrows without even having to go down. Ah, missed on that one. Jeez. Smoke him if you
Can't get
got
shot.
him. I'm just a little off on him. Now he's out on that. Come on in, stupid.
Where is he?
He's out at the barn.
On the outside of that right pillar? Oh, there he is.
All right, now he's in.
There we
I
go.
don't think he's dead.
No.
Get him while he's down. There it is.
There we go.
Oh boy, here more. Get up, get up, get up. There's more.
I
Oh,
can't.
you're coming up here.
I'm up.
I thought you were gonna run outside. Oh wait.
No, I thought that ladder's gone, isn't it?
No. It shouldn't be. It's the Night of the Living single zombies. Nice shot on that one. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Take her head right off. Oh,
Right,
there's.
I'm not going down there. No, got it. Okay.
Oh yeah. I don't know if I can get. I don't think I can get to her, but she's only got a couple in her. You know what? I bet I have some skill points to. Oh, I got 2. Really?
There you go. Oh, wait. Wow. When did that happen?
You got a few too. A horde knight. And what do you
Right.
have? Like 4?
Oh, 2 perk points too, but it allows me to get Lucky Looter 5 now. God
There you
damn it.
go.
I am now maxed on Lucky Looter.
Nice. I think let's see. What'd you say makes your stamina when you're running? Is that
It
cardio?
was it's cardio, yeah. Regenerates 10% faster when sprinting and adds 5% plus 5 to your maximum stamina.
Mm.
I mean, it's one of those ones you can get in conjunction with the parkour on that level,
Okay.
but that's which one does that. I haven't checked all the
All right,
others.
I'm
though.
gonna do one sexual tyrannosaurus just to get that up. I really want to put one into archery, but you know.
Yeah, I know.
It's like
But you probably won't have unless you use bows late game.
I do. We use
Right.
bows almost throughout the whole game. What you'll see with us is we'll generally start with bows and then we go to guns. So late game, once we get suppressors, I will typically whoever's backup. So you have your 2 lead guys taking point. They'll be on bows, and then usually backup will be I'll have a suppressed SMG just in case, and then the other guns are on the hot bar just in case. But yeah, we generally try to always be stealthy. I don't think we've ever gone to where we just are straight out guns, because bullets are just so hard to come by. They take so many.
Yeah.
It's like
Yep.
So
Yeah, once I get a sniper rifle, I'll start putting some points into Deadeye, but
all right, I am gonna put a point into. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'm gonna start kind of doing my character a little bit more to help with combat because these guys are getting hard to kill.
yeah.
So all right, there's something out there still. I hear something out there.
I should have some more arrows already made.
I had a bunch of arrowheads, so hopefully.
Yeah. Then I got 37. You got how many arrows? You got?
I've only got. Hold please. 8. I have 8 on me.
You're outside?
I'm
Oh,
up
no,
on
you're
the.
not. Okay.
We got. So to the west, across on the road, we've got a couple zombies, but they're not.
Here's some. Here's half.
Oh.
18.
That works. Oh, they're meandering this way, and there's a fat man over there. Or Baldies. You want to try to hit Baldy, or what do you think? Or you want to hold off? Cause...
Yeah, I'll save the arrows, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
Oh, he's going the other way. Okay.
I'm just going to go through and... Sure.
I hear something that's not... You must have friends from another direction.
It's sounds like your girlfriend out front.
Nope, she's down here. She's right down below. Say, dude, what's up? Oh boy. Oh yeah, they're here. It's not good. You got one of them there Molotov here things? I don't know if it's worth 3. Well, you know what? There's a fat man. Did you have a Molotov on you?
I have 2.
All right, let's get the fat man and let's light him up. Do we need? So, are you making arrows, or are you still needing?
No, I got some. I have 19 arrows. I was just dealing with the food.
All right, you deal with food. I'll deal with this.
Boom.
Oh, grass again. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we're so low on grass. I think we could just assemble some. We got rid of all of our basic stuff.
You might be able to scrap a seed. All right. I'm gonna try to get Joe. I'm gonna try to get the fat guy over here so we can Molotov the 4 of them. He's on the way. All right, let's get a Molotov ready down below. If these guys are still in here. Wait for the fat man to join.
I have not done a Molotov in a while. What is it? Right click to light it or throw it?
God.
Right?
I think it's right click, and then you don't want to hold it too much. Just don't hit the.
Yeah.
Throw it right in the. When they group up. Yeah, there you go.
Throw it in the middle.
Well, not the middle. Wait. There's not as many, so wait till they're kind of all on one side and just aim it a little bit towards.
Let's see what happens.
Let them congregate.
Oh, okay. It's not left click.
Oh, okay. So it's the other one. That'll still be down there in the morning, so it should be. All right, we got one more we need. Don't throw it just yet.
Yeah.
There. Okay. There you go. There you go. Get in there, little girl.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh, she might be feral.
Yeah, she's feral decaying girl.
Yeah. Nice. Hold on. We're low on arrows, so. go. Just get him down. Kill this guy in. So we get those arrows. Come on, baby. Come to me. Come to daddy.
Oh, something's there. Oh, he's coming. He's coming.
There we go. Okay. Wish me luck. Something else coming.
Well,
I got a few of them. There's something else. I missed one, damn it. There was something else down there. I heard it.
yeah, I was kind of behind or to the west.
There. Oh, no worries.
Uh,
Did he pop? He did. Oh, did he spawn? Damn.
Oh.
It's just it's a crawler.
Ah.
So it's, yeah. It's nothing. It's almost morning. Almost.
Yeah, 40 minutes. Yep.
Oh, Joe. Sorry. Hey, Joe. Sorry. We were looking. Missed you. Did you see the question from earlier yet? Starting with the server question. I didn't. What was that? Did you see the question from earlier? Server question. What was... Oh, we got some H... Okay. How often does this server reset? So this is a game that is on my computer, so it does not reset. This is not like Rust. So this is basically... You can play this all day, every day, as long as you want. What we're doing is when we all die, one time we'll delete it. So we go until everybody has died once, and then we basically delete it and start over. How well does the H3 work for flight sims? So Jeff can talk about this too. But H3, I think, is pretty good for flight sims as long as you have the SFU upgrade. It's better. What do you think about the H3/P3 whatever versus the H6 for flight sims? Because the threes have more movement, right?
Yeah, I mean, my controversial opinion after having both and tuning them all and everything like that is that the H3 is probably actually better for flight sims in some regards. Let me go grab that.
Yep, I'm with you.
22 9mm of beer and some candlesticks. Oh, 4 o'clock. Perfect timing. So I look at it as like, it always comes down to like, what effects are you expecting and what do you want to do? What are you going to feel, right? So with the H6, it's a lot of people always say hey, this is what you need for flight sims, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you get all the degrees of movement.
Mm-hmm.
That is true to an extent. But again, you're like, okay, what movement are you going to feel in a flight sim, right? The primary motion that you feel in a flight sim is going to be pitch and roll with some yaw when you're doing some hard rudder things.
Right.
But if you don't have a lot of pitch and roll,
oh shit, dogs!
Flight sim,
dogs. All right, and a monkey. Make sure. Oh, we got a party coming. Make sure there's not a bear coming. Okay.
I don't see one.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to skin that dog. Okay, so anyways, cutting in front of you.
I'm just taking out his legs.
Hold on a
He's
second, Joe.
trying to-
We'll get back to the question. Oh, we got a whole horde here. We might as well get up. There's a whole horde over here.
Okay, yeah, let's go up. I'm going up.
Ouch, damn it. Waited just a hair too long. Give me these arrows that I missed with. Alright, we did get some cloth, or some,
You got grass?
I grabbed a little bit. I don't know how much, because I was trying to make arrows.
Okay, so anyway,
So back to
so
what we were back to the important stuff here.
so yeah, so the H3, so again, with flight sims, it becomes down to pitch and roll. That's what you're expecting to feel in a flight sim, right? You can get into the debates over, what are the G forces and how should it pitch and
Oh,
roll
Jesus.
depending on if you're, flying. I can't really
we're
talk
done.
and do this at the same time.
Yeah, no, I'm listening, but yeah, we got a guy on the hatch, so that's a bit of a problem. And you did not get the other Molotov, right?
No, I did not. It's gone.
Yeah, I think it disappeared. Okay, well,
Are we shooting, Dylan?
yeah. I mean, there's so many of them, and we're so low on arrows. I got a little. Well, I'm getting low on shotgun too. Yeah, you got a fair amount of your good stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm taking them out.
Is there any fast ones? Oh yeah, Fat Man's fast right now. Yeah. It's an exciting way to end the stream. Nice. Alright.
What?
All right.
Oh, kill him? Okay.
No, go ahead. I'm just gonna...
How many left are there?
2,
Not
I
many.
think.
Okay, I'm coming in.
3. There's a Devon too.
Oh, shit.
Thank you. I did take one in the chops, but...
Making sure I got stamina here.
I'm going to run over here and grab this dog if he's still here. He is. Because we need the meat. All right, let's do this. All right, we got Devin
Getting
here.
Devin.
All right, he's on you. Oh, jeez. Swing and a miss. All right, he's still on you. Run, run, run. Okay, I got another hit. He's on me now. Tell me when he's off of me and on you.
He's on me. Yes, I'm on me.
All right, run, run, run. Keep running, keep running. I'm coming up to him. He's down. Okay, and we got this clown over here. Nice. Made him bleed out. Okay, back to what we were talking about before so really interrupted.
Okay,
So it comes down to what you're
H3 versus say H6 for flight sims. Yes, it comes down to, what is your budget and what are you expecting?
Well, yeah, the budget
and
is a
flight
big one.
sims. Yeah, going from an H3 or going from my P3 to a P6, I will admit I was a little disappointed in the reduction of pitch and roll, specifically for flight sims.
Okay.
That the H3 has a lot more of that.
Right.
So I was missing some of those kind of dive bomb kind of effect feels, the diving in or pitching up kind of feel. It definitely is lessened. And you're going to look, well, what about the addition of the other axes with, say, going to a P6 or an H6? It's like, well, for flight sims, you don't use, sway very much at all. It's usually a pitch or roll. Heave the surge is nice for like when you're doing the launch and things like that, or a catapult launch. But again, you're not really using that a lot unless you're doing like takeoffs and landings, right?
So, right.
Well,
I'll give you my point after you go through yours, but yeah.
So you can get a lot of the same type of feeling and effect you would feel in the H6 as you would on the H3.
Right.
You save a lot more money. You'll have more rotations and roll and pitch. And that is generally like how I would look like if someone was really going for a flight. Whereas the H6 to me is actually much better for racing.
Right.
Because now you have sway, and sway is an element along with pitch and roll depending on the track. You have surge, which is felt all the time in racing, of braking, gear shifts, and everything else. And though yaw isn't big, if you're doing drifting, boom, yaw is there. You have it.
Right.
So if someone really, like the true honest answer for me is the H6 or these types of platforms or an H6 or a 6-axis is great for racing. Is it needed for flight? It's not needed depending on what you're really doing. What's more important for flight than anything else is it being smooth.
That's true.
Right. And the moment it's not smooth, it breaks the immersion if it's jarring or jerky or things like that. So the better the smooth you can make it, the better of experience you'll have with flight sims.
Ow, I gotta run.
He's on me. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he can take the bite out of me.
He's on me.
Oh,
He's on me.
I gotta take a pill. Hold on. He hit me pretty good.
Oh, he's...
I'm coming. I might have an arrow stuck in me.
Whoa! Yeah.
No, he's off you.
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gotta be close. Do I got an arrow stuck in me? Because I thought I saw one fly right at me.
No, I
Okay.
shot him once in the leg.
Okay,
so,
good.
So anyway,
So
back
that's
to the combo. So that's how I look at it, right? An H6, if you really want the best experience for racing, you get an H6. Will an H3 do a good job? Of course. If you want the best experience for flight, an H3 will be more than enough. Would it be better as an H6? That's debatable by me.
so
Right,
my counter to that is for the H6, and this is where you and I vary a little bit. I love the heave of when you're landing. I mean, it's pretty much just when you're landing, or turbulence really is the only time the heave I think plays in, right? That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and you're right. Heave is a major one.
But
So
for
I did leave that out. But
landing on that carrier and even hooking up to the shuttle on the carrier, the catapult, getting that bump is so immersive to me.
it's awesome.
So for me,
Heave is a huge one.
For me, heave is a big necessity, and then I actually really like the surge a lot. Not only for catapults, but when I'm flying, I actually use that a lot on my throttle. I can tell when I've gone into afterburn. You know, it's just another cue.
Yeah.
So I actually really appreciate the surge. So for me, well, but I cheated. So because what's the H3s are basically 20. Oh shit, another dog. All right.
Or $2,500.
No. They're like 20 degrees of freedom, so 10 each way. Is that basically what they're claiming?
For the H3s?
Yeah, H3s. Isn't that what I saw?
I think it's about or 50. It's actually it's.
Watch out! There's a
at
dog
least
over
20.
there. There's a dog over there by that fence to the south. He's coming through the fence. He might have walked off.
Oh, I'm going over here then.
Yeah.
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 Go
See
ahead.
him? He's right by that fence line, southwest.
Oh yeah, no.
I think he's going away, but so we're okay. Anyways, so for me, for flight, again, I cheated because I think what I remember, the H3s were supposed to be 21. Well, I inverted those triangles on my H6, and so now I actually get 21 degrees of pitch out of mine.
I mean,
So-
yeah, you can modify. You can start going down that road, and I can make the argument is that the fact that did you have an H3 ever?
No, I never did. So that's why I asked.
So it's hard.
Yeah,
You don't have the
exactly.
comparison, but also the thing I always say is like once you feel a certain effect,
Right.
it's hard to ever go back without it. So since you felt surge and you felt what that can feel like, and heave,
yeah.
it's hard for you to ever give that up again because you felt it. It's the same thing like motion compensation.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. True.
And what I'm getting at is like if someone wants to get into it,
I see.
and they really want to do flight and that's it, an H3 is more than enough for what you need to do. And if one day you want to upgrade, you can do that.
That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
But don't let someone tell you that, well, if you're going to do flight, you have to start with an H3 or P6. It's like, I don't agree with that.
No,
if someone's like,
I
want to start racing, yeah, you can get those. But I'm like, if someone's like, well, you don't need an H6 for racing, I'm like, you're wrong. Because it will feel so much more realistic in an H6 or a P6 than an H3 when you're racing.
look how much fun Steve, VR Flight Sim guy's having just with his H2.
Yeah.
He's loving it because he's never known anything different.
Because that's pitch and roll. That's what I always go into. It's like with certain types of games and sims and racing, even there are certain axes, certain effects that are more predominant that you would think you would feel in those. So like a roller coaster sim, it's pitch and roll all the time.
Right.
But the same thing pretty much with flight sims, it's pitch and roll. You can make an argument for yaw, but it's like, when are you really cranking down yaw that hard in an aircraft, except for high winds and all that other stuff?
That's the irony of the whole yaw to yaw is one of the least important axes to me.
Exactly.
It's like,
exactly.
It's fun when you're on the deck of the carrier and you're turning and trying to drive on the deck to get to the catapult. The yaw kicks in. That's kind of fun. It adds that little bit, but Okay, it's
you have
not Horde Night, so we're good
if
there.
you have okay, cool. If you have DCS and one day when it's on sale and you like to have fun, you need to buy the SA what is it, the SA 32 Gazelle helicopter.
Would you
Have you
recommend
ever
that or the Apache? Because I want to get
if
one
you
of
want
them.
if you want to have like a military kind of easier to fly classic combat helicopter experience, you get the Apache, right?
Okay.
If you want to feel like you're a freaking bumblebee flying like mad speeds, low level, stopping and just crazy stuff and hardcore yaw. That's when you'll feel it in this fight. That helicopter,
yeah.
the SA-32A, or forget, I can't remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The Gazelle,
Yeah.
is just insane, right? It's a squirrely little, but it's a copter that they would use to do like those special ops, and it flies that way, and you're like, whoa.
So,
but if you want a more, so it's like that's like a little tiny go-kart, like and fun and crazy. But if you want like the combat experience, H64, it's like a tank.
so any plans to upgrade to the H6? So Jeff's already he actually had a P6.
Yeah, a P6.
So I mean, he's had them both, and Jeff's actually got. I mean, depending on how much money you got, Joe, if you really want to have the flight experience, you got to get the actuator. Well, you need two things: you need a lot of money, and you need some space.
Well, it's getting there. It's like we were talking about before. Like you can start off with a 4 or 3 actuator 3 DOF system for like $4,000, right?
We're talking like
which is middle.
PT, what are you talking?
Well, the PT, this would be like what is that dog doing? Do you see it twitching over here? Oh, that's freaky.
No, I don't, and I don't know that I want to. Speaking of, make sure my guns are loaded.
Oh, I can skin it.
Oh, yeah, it's dead.
But do you see it moving?
No, it's just sitting there on mine.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, that's disturbing. Anyway, so I had a P3 when I first started, and then I upgraded that to a P6, and I had the P6 for a long time, and then I got an actuator platform, and then I sold the P6 because I have the 6 DOF actuator platform. Then I worked out stuff with Igor at DOF Reality to get the H3 because I'm also working with Simulation Studio to be able to test stuff and whatnot. All right. And that might upgrade one day to an H6, but I need to do a lot of tunings for it on the to update all my tunings for the SF gears and some other stuff that needs to be updated on all of the older tunings.
The big question, Joe, would be, I'd ask, like, if you're talking flight sim, what type of flying are you thinking? Are you talking general aviation where you're in a Cessna kind of cruising around in an airliner, or are you talking combat jets, that kind of stuff? Because that's a big difference too.
Yeah.
On, again, the smoothness that comes into play. But what I found, I'm infected.
The one thing I will put on this too, it's like I always argue this too. If you have the funds, go 60 UF every time. It's the same idea as like, every piece of that motion adds to the immersion, right? And I'm not saying that an H6 is bad for flight. The question is would an H3 be good? Good enough? It's like, it's more than good enough. Right.
Yeah, especially if you've never done it. I mean, I've never had a P or an H6. And then, Joe, once again, I think we've had this discussion before. From what I understand, you don't need a P series. You can get away with an H series. Don't spend the extra money on a P series. It's not worth it anymore.
It's not worth it. Yep.
And even back
when I had it, it's not. And the only difference it used to be was advertised for commercial applications. The only difference was the motors had like a removable magnet, like for the brush drive in the back in case it ever got really worn out.
Okay.
Right. Well, that's like, you would have to have like people using your motion platform every day for like 2 to 3 years before it would get worn out. So I would always recommend, I need to be careful with what I say because this is broadcast, but I recommend for someone that wants to get an H3, because unless you're using commercial application, honestly, unless you're a business having people use the motion platform, no one needs a piece.
If you're opening up an arcade, if you're opening up a virtual reality arcade, then yes, you would consider doing the P series. Otherwise, do not buy the P series. You don't need to spend the extra money. That money, there's so much money to be spent on motion platforms. Spend that money
You can use it
elsewhere.
elsewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you.
And again, just to credit DOF, because need to be diplomatic. It is.
Oh yeah,
They list it as a professional commercial
yeah.
grade one, so it's like it's not gonna. I bought it, and I should have gotten an H3 back in the day because
Yeah.
it's not that different.
And
Yeah.
my early videos, I talked about it just because the P series was allegedly had the more motion, and that was the only option for more motion.
Yeah.
And now with the SFU gears, it counters that. So the only reason I would have ever considered the P series was it allegedly got more motion out of it. Well, now you don't need that because of the SFU gears. So
Yeah.
and yeah, so he's
And-
worried about the weight because he says he's right at 300 pounds, and we've had this discussion too, Joe. I've had heavy guys in mine, and it doesn't even remotely get the motors hot with these new gears, with the new SFU gears. 300 pounds is not going to be an issue for you. And again, if it is, put some temp strips on there. Keep an eye on it. But I mean, if you're right at 300 pounds, now if you're telling me you're 350 or 400, talking different. But if you're right at 300, which is the claimed weight, I wouldn't worry about it. Those H motors can be fine because again, I've had some big boys in my simulator, and we've run them through roller coasters and run those motors pretty hard, and they don't overheat. I got more overheating, especially if you put the gas struts. You might want gas struts on there for that, but that'll compensate because the gas struts I think are rated for what 200 pounds or something each. So
they're
remember.
there's something they're hard. I mean, they're strong.
Yeah.
And so you can. I've had people up to like 290 on mine, I think.
And any issues at
no,
all? Or?
No major issue. No,
Yeah.
I mean the only thing you might notice is like the motion might be a little bit not quite as fast as it was for
Right.
someone that's lighter.
Right.
And the one thing you can do is if you're really concerned, is you tune the motion down, right? So like before someone gets into it, you can go to the tuning menu in Sim Racing Studio, and at the very top where it says max angle,
Yeah.
just lower that down to like 50 or
So
even like 25.
One setting, one slider.
Yeah, one setting, and you just move that down to 50 or 25, and then boom, it won't move as much, and it should be able to, because that's going to be the issue. Like the platforms are balanced, so you can have a lot of weight there if everything's balanced. The moment you off balance it by turning left and right, you need to move it back to center. Well, the issue becomes inertia, right? And if it's moving left and right and then suddenly has to move over to the right to left, that extra weight and inertia needs to be moved. The less motion moving left to right, the less inertia has to be moved back and forth. Therefore, it'll move a little bit quicker, if that makes sense. So you can reduce the motion down to 25 if someone's rather heavy on that, and that way two things: one, the motion should stay relatively quick, and two, it won't cause as much stress on the motors because they won't have to go extend as far with that additional inertia of weight and then have to move it back the other direction really quickly.
Yeah, and Joe, and I'm at my heaviest I was 254 when I was on my motion sim. So I mean I was a little lighter than 300, but if I was 300 pounds, I would not even think twice about getting an H series with the SFU gears. It would not concern me in the slightest. I would not worry about that at all. So that's just my personal opinion. But
yeah,
because you got guys now adding super huge monitors to their DOF rigs and stuff like that. You got people overloading. I mean, think about this. Some of those direct drive wheels that people are putting on there are 40 pounds and stuff. So people are loading these things up now with a lot more weight. Now, if you do get a 3 series or a 2 series, or we'll just say if you get an H2 or H3, balance is key. You do want to make sure it's balanced on one of those because that could get you into overheating an engine or one of the motors if it's severely out of balance. But you need to balance those anyways. I mean, that's part of the setup is balancing the rig.
Yeah, and that's just general maintenance, right? I think that's another thing that's not really communicated really well to the motion simulator community in general is these are basically like race cars, right? I mean, everyone is doing a simulation of a race car or a fighter plane or an aircraft.
A roller coaster.
Or a roller coaster. And I guarantee you, every single one of those things goes through maintenance way more often than your regular car, right? And so it's not like I'm saying like maintenance on the motion simulator, but especially for DOF platforms, like everyone should be going through and rechecking their bolts every week, if not 2 weeks for the first few months, and then once a month for a few months. And then after that, you can get regular scheduled stuff.
Yeah.
And then the same thing, and that really includes a big thing for the U-bolt, the U-joint on those models, is just making sure everything is tight and stays tight. Because again, these are motion rigs, and they're named motion, and they're shaking, and things get loose. And when things get loose, things stretch, things stop working well. So one, maintenance is key. Two, at the DOF reality is calibration. It's the same thing as like if you're a race car. After the race, you take it to the garage and you tune it up again, get ready for the next race.
You got a sword
People
in the
should
bench, by the way. Not to interrupt.
But people need to like tune their sensors and adjust and check and make sure everything is still calibrated, still balanced. And then three, realize that again, these are emulating race cars or emulating fighter jets, and oftentimes those will be stripped down. Whether it's the suspension or whatnot, or they replace it, a landing gear strut or whatever it may be, you don't want to emulate that kind of harsh motion in your motion platform because you don't have the same crew coming in to change your motors, your struts, your actuators or whatever.
Unless you got Daryl, then you're good.
Yeah. So motion can be fun, but be careful with how extreme you make it. Be careful with how fast and how wide it's shaking. Because again, it's these are still just mechanical machines, and eventually they'll break if they are just not maintained. So there's my public service announcement.
There you go.
Anyway,
but yeah, hopefully that
but
helps.
that's like stuff we can talk about in the next video that we do.
So
too.
let me make sure he didn't have any other questions. There's your sword. Did you get it? Oh God, of course.
Wait, did you drop it?
Yeah, it's right on that. See it on that seam? I can pick it up again if you can't see it. It's like right on this floor seam, right?
Ah, wow! It's like it was on its knife.
I know. I was like, so we ought to go. I guess. Do we need to go run and get that airdrop? Or do you want to just mark it and then
let's mark it. And get it later.
Yeah, because I think dinner's getting close.
Yeah.
What do we got for food? So that's what I would say. Okay, so Joe says. So the 6 Series is better for racing. It was my understanding the 3 Series was preferred. I mean,
like mine's very controversial. Mine's very reversive. Probably 90% of what you would hear. But I'm also someone that's experienced everything. So
it depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah.
If you have never done a motion simulator, you're going to be blown away by 2 degrees of freedom. I mean, if you've never experienced it, it's going to amaze you no matter. I mean, the thing that's interesting, so you have Jeff here. I don't know how many people have actually done the full upgrade, gone to the H2, H3, and then 6. So there aren't a whole lot of people that have truly tried both.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even. I mean, I've only used the H6. That's all I've ever had. But I know the experience is amazing in it. So, so it's
again, I would always say, and this is the biggest thing I would say to anyone listening, is there's not a definite, like, this is what you should get for this type of sim. The bigger question comes into what is your budget and how much do you think you're going to be getting into this hobby, right? If you're not really sure and it looks fun, then just get an H3 or an H2, play with it, and you can always upgrade it at a later time. That's the coolest thing about a DOF reality platform.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what I did. So if you're like, money's not an object and I want the best experience, then you go right to an H6, or you'd want to go even higher up to more money onto an actuator platform.
Yeah.
Right. But if that's how I would explain it. And it's like, if it's like, oh my gosh, if I get an H3, am I really not going to have a great experience? And it's like, no, it's like the same thing I would tell anyone. My favorite analogy. It's like, does someone who races GT3 racing or, kart racing, do they have less fun than someone who's racing F1? Right. They're just different types of experiences, and they're both a lot of fun. Once you experience having an H6 like Mark has and all those degrees of freedom of movement, it's like, wow, this is really cool. I want this. Right. And then that's the choice you have of how much money do you want to spend in this hobby.
Exactly.
So that would be the thing. Like, whatever you decide to get, especially if it's flight, I can honestly say you will be absolutely happy with an H3. right? You're not missing anything with an H6. If one day you wanted to go to an H6 and feel those extra motions and stuff, and you're really committed to the hobby, then there's an upgrade path for you, which is just a little bit more than what you would normally pay if you went to an H6 in the first
Yeah,
place.
it's really not that much more. I mean, at
Yeah,
the end of the day,
so
the biggest thing is the work you'd have to, you're going to basically be dismantling and building. So that's also another thing. But it sounds like you're a DIY guy because you're doing all this stuff around the house. So you probably wouldn't mind that at all. So,
yeah,
and I personally, I mean, it's hard to say because I have never done the H3, but I can't imagine giving up those axes of movement that I love so much because I think you're exactly right. I would miss them. I'd be like, well, there's no cert.
yeah,
I mean, I'd be like, it's not setting me back. I don't feel that subtle shove first front and back. And the catapult launches for sure. That's one of my favorite parts. And then the heave again. When you come in and I love the heave because you come in and you have a hard landing, you feel it. If you have the heave set like I do, stupid hard, you feel when you touch down. You feel like you've touched something solid. When you're
exactly.
I mean, I don't know how else to describe
incredible.
It's
right?
an amazing experience.
That's where one day I'm going to get you an actuators platform.
Yeah,
going to be
one of these days I'm coming up.
Because you can't imagine how much better it'll be, but it's like it's there, right?
Yeah.
There's like even more detail. But again, it's just like, it's that, like you said, once you experience it, it's hard to go back. It's the same thing with VR, right? From a lot of people, once you experience VR, it's hard to go back.
Yeah.
Many of the times, the reasons why the people don't do it is because it makes them sick, or there's family, or etc. But no one's like, oh yeah, VR I hated the experience because I felt like I was actually in the car, right?
Yeah. It felt like I was really doing this thing.
Then you throw in motion compensation, you can't go back. Then you throw in a shaker kit, you can't go back without feeling the shake. You throw the wind, I want to feel the wind. And then even for me, like, I have the active belt kit. It's like the moment you feel the belts tighten up when you're racing and going around a corner, the next time you don't feel that, you're like, what's going on?
So we got one more. We got one more thing. So I'm gonna, because Joe doesn't know what he just did, but I'm gonna go ahead since you're here. Here was the comment. I want a DOF that stands 2 stories high, American Airlines Training Center style, no dollars, like a champagne taste cruise like budget. So I think you have an opinion on those very large simulators, don't you, Jeff? In relation to the smaller, don't you have something to say about that?
It's one of those things again, the industry has a lot of hype around it, right? Especially the motion platform manufacturers. And I know a number of them, and the hype is built around feel the G-forces, right? Feel, as real as it can get. Well, the simple problem is you can never really feel these G-forces for real, right? It's just like you can't generate a sustained 3Gs in a motion simulator unless you're doing like centrifugal force and all this stuff. By that time, and there's other issues that you run into in terms of other effects. So one of those answers that people think is like, oh, I'll just build a giant motion simulator and I can move all over the place, and because the bigger the better, right? Because then I'll really be able to generate G-forces. The problem with that is always the concept of telemetry in the game. And the telemetry of the game is moving so quickly, it's emulating the motion of a car or an aircraft. Now think about this. When you're sitting in the car or the aircraft and you're feeling those G-forces, how much are you really moving around in space, like in a 3D kind of thing? It's trying to create these motions and effects, but what it's going to do is it's going to over-exaggerate it the larger you get. So meaning, if all of a sudden in a real-life experience in a motion simulator, to create the real effect of feeling like you're going over a bump, might move the simulator maybe 3 centimeters at most. Right? Very similar to what the bump in the road might be, like 3 centimeters high, like, 3 inches high or something like that. And that's what the simulator will try to do, to emulate what that feels like. Well, what happens when you suddenly no longer have an actuator that's only moving 30 centimeters, but you have this giant motion platform that wants to move you 3 feet in the same amount of time? It's going to feel extremely jarring, right? It's going to literally be moving you 3 feet versus 30 centimeters in like 1 second, and you will probably die because the G-forces will probably be around like 9 Gs or something. So it's that idea, like, well, can't you use that effect for other effects? Like, well, what other effect? If, like, say if it had a lot of ability to move from side to side really far, so you can, I can emulate really good, strong G-forces that way. Again, the telemetry that comes from the games and the sims are very quick. and very low, and they aren't sitting there calculating out how it's going to move a simulator that's large to make it feel realistic. Because you will always still run into those issues of whether it's aircraft telemetry or car telemetry, where it's quick and it moves around very fast. And so trying to have more length of a motion simulator is actually more detrimental, because it causes more issues of jarring motion, because you're trying to move greater distances in exactly the same amount of time.
You don't have the resolution that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that resolution, but it always comes back down to the time and the telemetry that is coming out, sometimes at 60 times per second, right? And it's like the vehicle, again, when it goes over a bump, is up and down, or left and right when you're going through a corner. Those spikes in G-forces, again, are represented very quickly. So you go, well, if I'm going around a corner and it's 9 Gs, won't it sustain that way? It's like the spike in telemetry will say that it went high, but it's going to become a maintenance, because it's no longer climbing as an increase of G-force. It sustains. It's just how the telemetry works from the game. And then when you try to emulate that in a larger rig, again, it'll just move you too far left and right in a very short amount of time, because it has to catch up with the next telemetry coming, and therefore you'll just be rocked around violently. And this is already an issue with people that usually go to 250, 300, 600 millimeter actuators rather than staying around 100, 150. Is that now, oh yeah, you have 250, so if you just proportionally try to increase everything up, again, everything's going to feel too jarring, because now you're moving this extra distance in the same amount of time. So in theory, and what looks cool are large motion simulators, but in reality, you don't want to have that much motion, because you can't utilize it, and you will end up just moving the motion simulator on this giant rig very small. Do you see those giant industrial things? They're literally for aircraft simulators and things like that, just to kind of have a giant cockpit in it, so they can,
so you can,
have the crew in there and they don't have to use VR.
Right. Exactly.
That's the only reason they have them. Or the other giant ones you see are for, oil rigs or other scientific things where they need to keep the item very level, right? And that's where a hexapod system comes in really well, because it's a very easy system to align something in any kind of degree of motion within 3D space on a hexapod system. But, that's another discussion as to which one is better for a motion simulator.
Welcome to Motion Simulators.
Podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Forever about this stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's good. I mean,
but again, going back, my thing is I want people to have fun, right? And I don't really try to align myself with any manufacturer. And I think there is a disservice, because I was under that presumption as well that you have to have an H6 to do flight. And it's like, that's not true. You can start off with an H3, you can have a great time, and then go to an H6, right? What I'm saying is, it's not an analogy of like anyone that bought an H6 is wrong. It's like you could start off with having a breakfast. Yeah, you can start off with having something small and then go large. That's the great thing about it.
Yeah.
And you're not going to have less fun. It's still just as fun. But that was the big realization for me. I create all the tunes, I do all the different stuff, and going from an H3 to the P6 or the P3 to the P6, it's like, man, I wish I still had that degree of motion in the roll and pitch axis like I used to have. But I did find, like you said, that with heave and whatnot, it felt a lot more realistic racing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I did not have SFU gears at the time, so there was other issues back then too.
I got loot out here if you want to come get it.
Oh, cool.
I've been killing zombies while you've been talking, so.
It's really.
Which is good. Geez, we've got a whole bunch. Everybody's showing up now. We've been trying to end the stream, but that's cool. Appreciate everybody coming by. Jay's here. I'm trying. Hold on, I gotta get safe because I'm gonna get killed because I'm hurt. Let me get up safe before I start looking at the chat. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, and again, you're lucky here because Jeff is about as expert as you can get in this stuff. He's worked it a lot in both creating the software and in the usage. So. It sounds like a squeaky toy. All right, so let's see. Know Your Joe says, does that catapult launch cause the H3 to lean back? Yeah, right. Catapult, you lean back in the H3, right, Jeff?
So what would be I didn't hear the question. What was the difference?
So in an H3, if you do a catapult launch, it leans back, right? Basically pitches back.
Yeah, exactly. So
Okay.
an H3 will convert all surge motion, so that's the forward and backward motion, into pitch. So it'll roll backward and then pitch forward really quickly.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's like, but I know in mine at the Surge it's amazing. And our friend
Yeah.
Jay, our Australian buddy, who needs to start playing with us. You're supposed to be playing 7 days with us, Jay. What's the first thing you're playing with on your crystal? Likely it will be DCS, just to see the cockpit, followed quickly by Elite Dangerous, because I want to see that dimming, local dimming, big time.
On that note, you should get the AH-64, because if you get the AH-64 in DCS, then we would be able to fly
I
pilot
know.
and
I thought about that. Plus an F-14 would be
yeah.
the same thing, but no, I totally thought
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the Apache, because we technically so Jeff and I could be in the same vehicle, and we both have motion sims, so we would be actually experiencing the flight together.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Be awesome.
I've flown with live Rios, but they weren't in motion simulators. I don't even think they were in VR. And it's just different because you're like grunting and snorting because you're getting thrown all over, and they're kind of like, yeah, okay, they're not making any noise at all.
Exactly.
All
Do
right.
you feel that? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to do a live stream once with him, just so he could see what I was going through as we were doing that. There's a copy of that. There's a copy of that on the in the archives too. It's look up the DCS with live Rio or something like that. Anyways, so Joe's asking, the smaller the units, like the H6 or H3, are actually more effective. I would not have initial thought this. So it's not necessarily the 3 or the. You're talking about those giant industrial ones versus the smaller ones. More of a home built one. So I don't know. You can't really say the H3 or H6 is more effective than, like, say, a PT actuator. Those are all. I mean, you're talking. That's a whole nother. We'll have to cover that later because we can't even go there. But
Yeah.
but you don't really want those super big ones. You don't want. You would, even if you could, you wouldn't want a airline Boeing simulator. So
Yeah.
you're talking so
'Cause
much
it was-
movement. So I mean, and the power and yeah. So it's crazy.
It'd be bad, yeah. And it's even when you go and you watch a lot of like the current F1 simulators, the drivers and their teams, or whether it's GT3, there's not a lot of movement there. There's some older ones where they had quite a bit of sway, but the newer ones don't have a lot of motion, simply because they just realized it's just not really effective in terms of one trying to emulate it in a simulator. And that's some of those things that you just have to accept as well. It's like there are certain motions you can't do. You can't emulate G forces. So anyone starts saying that, it's just I hate that.
I've been on one simulator that emulated G forces, and that was
Yeah.
at Epcot Center on the mission to Mars, and
Yeah.
they're spinning you in a centrifuge.
Exactly.
And it wasn't pleasant.
But I would always describe motion simulators as is like, what they can do though is they can create the illusion of motion.
Totally.
Right. And that there's these motion cues you will feel, like when you pull up on the joystick and you're going vertical in a jet, right? Well, the motion platform can't rotate 90 degrees, but what you can do is you can set the motion to where it reaches an apex around 40 to 50, over slowly a time, to where it feels like you're continuously going up.
Yeah.
Or that when you do a dive, it does it initially, so it feels like you continuously diving because you're still kind of leaning forward. And that's the thing I love, is finding those little tricks, so that, like you felt on the aircraft carrier, it took a long time for me to find like how you do things in Surge and get in those ranges, so that it would feel like you're engaged in moving forward.
Yeah.
Right. But hopefully DCS keeps doing better, because their telemetry wasn't that great on the carrier. But it's the motion you will get on an H3 or even an H2 or an M2 is infinitely better than no motion.
Than no motion at all. Absolutely.
Exactly. And
again,
and
go
even
watch.
Then I would say.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, the flight sim stuff. The flight sim stuff it will even feel better. It feels just as good on as an M2 as an H3, because again, that's really about pitch and roll. Right, and then you can start adding the yaw and all that other stuff. But,
and again, it's again, go watch VR Flight Sim guy. He's never done this before. You can see, if you've never done this before, any motion is going to be amazing. And then you build from there. You graduate up. But we got several. So Yosef, welcome. Sorry, we were in the middle. He's from Qatar, so welcome from across the world. Appreciate you stopping by. So thank you. And let's see. So Know Your Joe's asked if the DOF reality is the way to go. That's a whole big topic. What I would say, I have a video on the value why I picked the DOF reality. It really comes down to your budget. I mean, it's a little bit of what you get, what you pay for, especially in the smoothness factor once you get away from the DOF style of motors and go to actuators. But how much money do you got? How much money do you want to spend on it? So, again, you can buy motion platforms all the way up to $50,000, $60,000 for the home. Now, what I would tell you, and Jeff, you can tell me if you agree. I would tell you that the DOF reality at the current situation is probably the best value for what you get and what it costs. I think the DOF reality is the best value you can get. I don't know if you agree with that or not, Jeff. I mean, I'm thinking the original yaw is pretty cheap, but it also isn't very good. So, what do you consider the best value in
I mean,
Sims?
yeah, definitely the DOF, right?
Yeah.
I mean, with the hands down, right? You get into like the different, like what is available out there, right? There's next level racing, and like they're kind of like their new like their traction loss thing that they're doing, and they also have the two DOF kind of thing for next level racing. But DOF has the same thing for half the price, right?
Right.
Outside of that, there are some smaller motion simulator kind of stuff companies, but they're all independent. But nothing that's really even cheap, right? And so you get to that point where like, okay, well, I want to get a motion simulator, and you look online, and you'll see some of these places that are $40,000, $50,000, $60,000. So yeah, from a perspective of getting into motion, DOF is by far the easiest entry level, especially when you get into like say the H3. I think that's just one of like the best deals that you could get in terms of motion and what you're going to be using it for. It would last a long time because it's great for flight sims because you'll have the traction loss, which is basically just yaw. So you'll have the rudders and stuff you can do with it. And for racing as well, it's great, right? Yes, it doesn't have those other axes of sway, surge, and heave, but again, you're getting an entry level motion platform, and you will have a great experience with those. I mean, I can't express that enough. And then going up from there to the H3, the P6, I have my own opinions on it now. It depends on how willing someone is willing to do-it-yourself stuff, right? If you want to plug and play, I don't want to deal with a lot of it. I still have to assemble it. Maybe there might be little issues, but there's a company there to help support me. The DOF H6 is one of those best values for that.
Especially if you do the mods I did.
Yeah, and you can start modding it. And there's also a thing to say about the community, right? Is that DOF by far has the largest community over any other type of motion platform. The only one that would even come close to it is the SFX 100 community, which are the ones that build their own actuators, right? There's no other platform manufacturer that has a large community just because of the price point for most of them.
And I got to break in here real quick because I appreciate it. This is the first time I think I've ever had a live stream where I've actually had to scroll back up. So thank you guys for all joining in. This has been awesome for me. And if you see me leaning over, it's because my chat is on the other screen and I have to lean over to see it. So Yusuf says he loves my videos, man. Thank you. And he bought his P6 because of me. So
that's awesome.
I hope you don't regret it. We just had a discussion about the P series not being as needed as the H is now with the new gears. So Yosef, I would ask you this. What are you doing? Are you flying or are you racing more? And do you have the SFU gears? Because you're actually perfect for this chat because all the things that you've kind of gone through, Joe is asking us about now. Because Yosef's saying he got the DOF reality, which is good. And then Joe says, I can get 2 H3s for less than the price of 1 H6, and then I could race a friend side by side. Yeah, that's true. You won't be able to race both. You use both of them, but it's what you're looking for. So that's an interesting question, Jeff. If you were at the point where if you had friends that were into this stuff, would you rather have 2 what's he saying, H2s or H3s?
H3s.
Would you rather have 2 H3s or would you rather have just 1 H6?
2 H3s.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because the community stuff is so fun. I mean, being able to do this stuff with friends, it's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's a large art. There's a lot of different ways you can go, and they're all learning experiences. And again, I had a P6 and everything, and so it's the way I always look at it is if you're not sure, you want to get into the hobby, and you're not a hardcore sim racer, meaning that you're not someone that's already put in, $7,000 into sim racing or something, because if you're that type of person, then you should just go to the max with motion platforms anyway, because I know you'll be hooked. But if you're unsure, yeah, it's like the H3 is definitely the way to go. And then when you get to the H6, it definitely is still great, right? When you want to start moving to actuator platforms and things like that is when you want to do more, right? Meaning that you want to have a larger, more stable, or rather rigid cockpit for all of your gear, because it does make a difference when you're racing if there's any kind of flex. You want something that has a little bit more expandability, so you can put in different types of gear using the aluminum extrusion, so you can go to an actuator platform. But even with an actuator platform, that's what we were talking about earlier. You kind of get into a 3DOF actuator platform starting at around 4,000 to 5,000, right? So it's always a question of, I will tell anyone, it's like, what is your budget? If it's want to be cautionary, start with an H3 and build up from there, right? It's a great platform. You can have it. You can keep it as a backup. You can sell it. A lot of people buy them. So there's that avenue. If you're a sim racer and you already have direct drives, you have the most expensive flight sim gear, you make custom button boxes, you are into VR or not, but sim racing or sim flight is something that is really a big part of what you do. Save up money and get an actuator platform and spend the money,
As long as you have the
because
space.
because that's what you'll end up doing. Right?
That's what he's convincing me. So you'll be along my journey if you stay on the channel. He's trying to convince me to come and try his, and then I'm going to be screwed just like all this other stuff. But we'll see what happens. That'll be happening down the road.
I don't want to cause controversy, but this is one said of me, and it's absolutely true. It's
all right, can you sure? Sorry, we got a lot of stuff people have been asking here.
Go for it.
It's gotten crazy. Sorry, Joseph. Can you sure your DCS SRS setup? I'm not sure what you're asking there. So if you can,
there'd be your motion profile that you use for DCS.
Share. Got you.
Share.
I do share my program. Okay, and you have the P6. Are you using the SFUs, or are you using? I need to know what gears you're using, because it's going to make a difference. Sorry, I got you. Thanks, Jeff, for that. And just so you know, Joseph, the guy that you're talking to, not right now, but this other voice you hear, he's the guy that does all the profiles, all the stock profiles for SRS. So you kind of got celebrity here. And you have those profiles, right? All they have to do is download.
No, yeah, if you have well, there's two places you can go, right? There's the profiles that I have posted on the old Legacy forum. So if you go to Sim Racing Studio and you go to the Tuning Center, and at the very bottom of the Tuning Center, it'll say Legacy forums.
Okay.
You can go there.
We're gonna have to start limiting our answers, because I still got a page I got to scroll down here.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
but otherwise, you can find them on the Sim Racing Studio Cloud Share. The shared profiles under Jeff Weaver, and there's ones there for P6, but they'll work on H3s and even the new SFUs. You might need to adjust things, specifically the smoothing, but Sim Racing Studio doesn't also import all the smoothing settings, so it depends. So,
and if
you might need to do some adjustments.
If you're watching my stuff, all of my videos that are like of the F14, the F18, whatever my videos are, because Jeff chewed me out early on when I started putting stuff on YouTube. He's like, you got to put your profiles on there, because it's like seeing a beautiful recipe, a beautiful meal without the recipe. So all my videos that have the F14, there's a link in there to my profiles. It's just a screenshot of all my settings. But there is a link already on all my videos. If you go down in the description, there's a link to my settings. And again, if you see me leaning over, I'm trying to get through all these things. So, all right. And so Joe wants bang for the buck. DOF reality is bang for the buck. It's just a matter of if you want a 3 or a 6. Okay, so Jay, our buddy from Australia, that should be in here anyways. I don't know why you're not joining us, but whatever, Jay, making me mad. He's probably playing Rust. He's our Rust guy. We missed you, Jay. That's all I'm going to say. Did you see the recent showcase for the modders working on the VR injector for Unreal Engine games? It was incredible. There's been hundreds of 6DOF VR games coming. I haven't seen the recent one. I know that they're working on that, and in theory, any game that was in Unreal is supposed to be VRable and not like VorpX VRable, but like integrated with controller use and stuff. Do you know anything about that, Jeff? Have you heard anything about that process?
I've heard of it. I know it's a cool project that's being worked on, and the idea. I don't know if it was Unreal 4. I think it's Unreal 4,
Yeah, I
Unreal
can't
5,
remember.
Unreal 4, I think. Where it's basically any game that was made in the Unreal Engine,
Yeah.
will be able to be ported into VR easily,
Yes.
right? And like the mod, I think will add in the controller support and be able to figure out things and whatnot, which is really cool if
Yeah.
it all comes out.
Because
As
think
it,
about all
you
those
know,
Unreal
someday.
Engine games. That would be cool. All right. So
Well,
we're
yeah,
gonna
just
keep going
everything.
until about 3 a.m. in our game if we still have questions, and then we have to stop
I know, huh?
because dinner's ready. So that yeah, I'm definitely watching that, Jay. I'm watching out for that. And then Know Your Joe says, does the H3 have SFU drives? I don't remember. Are they all coming with SFU drives now? I don't
I don't.
know.
I know I think the P series does. I
Yeah.
think the H series you still have to buy them
So-
or actually add them on.
Just request. And the other
And
thing to keep
accessories.
in mind, not to make your choice any more difficult, Joe, but my recommendation, if you are thinking about starting with, let's say, an H3, and you eventually want to go to an H6, I would recommend, because they're only doing the SFU gearboxes on the primaries in general, and then the back one for the traction loss, they're typically using the old gearboxes because you really don't need an SFU gear drive for the traction loss. But if you're going to upgrade, you're going to need them all to be SFU drives. So if you're going to upgrade down the road, you might as well just get all 3 SFU gearboxes from the start, is my opinion.
I would tell anyone that's thinking of DOF reality platform, get SFU gears.
Yeah.
Just point blank.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
care
a
what, you know,
no-brainer.
if the M2 doesn't come with them, don't buy an M2.
Yeah,
Just straight
well,
up.
don't. Yeah, and you can't upgrade an M2, so I don't think that's the right choice for you
Yeah.
anyways. All right, Jay, what else you saying? You'll be in a great position with the crystal. Gosh, sorry, man, my eyes are getting bad. To play with lots of multiplayer games. Oh yeah, for sure. There's so many games I'd be doing with that. And then with the crystal with room scale, I've got my VR room upstairs, which I hope to start doing some stuff on the channel with. But that's a whole
Did
nother
you get-
Oprah.
Did you get an email from Pimax? I mean, after your pre-order confirmation, did you get anything that said like, "Hey, your X number in line"?
No, I never got anything
Okay.
from them unless I missed it. But no, I suppose you
Okay,
did,
yeah.
so you're gonna have yours before me, aren't you?
No.
Bastard.
Because I heard some people got it, like, or were notified, but I think they were the ones that ordered day of.
Yeah,
Yeah, and all I got was like the email back, like, you know, your pre-orders.
your
been
pre-orders.
received.
Yeah, that's what I got,
That's
and I
about
did
it.
get that yours was on there. So, okay, and so Yosef, I asked him earlier, what's he doing flying? So, so for flying, again, you know, Yosef, you can write what you think of all this, and he may have down here because he's got another thing down below. So Know Your Joe's asking him about his experience. Perfect. Get you guys talking there. And then Yosef. Oh, geez. Well, I mean, here you go, Jeff. So Yosef from
What?
Qatar says, I'm an airline pilot with over 5,000 hours of flying. I have an advanced aerobatic certification and fighter jet-based training. It's extremely difficult to create G-forces in a motion platform. Yeah, as in not possible.
Yeah.
So he's far better authority on that. So at the end of the day, did you enjoy it? So no, you just said
In terms of flight, yeah.
Yeah, so there
Yeah,
might
no,
be.
I mean,
Go
it's
ahead.
the thing of like, you know, if depending on what kind of piloting you want to do, right? Like, you know, because I've tuned everything from aerobatic stuff, in Flight Simulator, the new one, 2020, DCS. You know, the big difference between say like a Spitfire and DCS is a huge difference in like saying flying, you know, the P-51 Mustang.
Yeah.
It really is. And so, I think that's the whole thing with flight sims as well. Again, it really does always come down to pitch and roll. And as long as pitch and roll are really smooth, you'll have a great experience, right? And it's
And
I think that the tunings do get tricky, especially you know, it's not going to be something that you can use. I do have some profiles for aerobatic aircraft, because the telemetry is so spiky, so fast. I mean, they're doing full rolls 360 roll in less than a second, right? Like if you just slam it, and you do a full roll. Well, the platform itself will try to do stuff like that at times, and it is so crazy jarring. So you have to like add additional smoothing. You have to add a higher max telemetries, and though it might feel a little bit deader when you're doing fine-tune stuff, when you're in an aerobatic aircraft in a motion simulator, you have to ride that fine line of still making it fun but not destroying the platform at the same time. Just because the telemetry is so fast, it's so spiky in an aerobatic aircraft. It's insane. I mean, it's so much more than say any kind of fighter jet or anything like that. Just the amount of G-forces those guys do, it's crazy. Yeah. So it represents it in these really high spikes in telemetry that will just yeah. It's so just Joe, like the motion platform's like, what just happened?
Exactly.
It's like, yeah, I wanted you to do a full roll in less than a second. It's like, that ain't gonna happen.
So
Joe's to do it and it can get laggy. Joe's
asking for your giving you a plug here. So do you have a channel? He says, does Jeff have a website or a channel?
Yeah, it's the Sim Motion Tuning. So it's I don't think I have a link here on yours. I think on the my first interview, I think you might have pulled
it. Yeah, there is. I think on our tuning interviews, our formal ones, not our playing around ones.
Yeah, so if you just search for Sim, like simulator Sim Motion Tuning, you'll find my channel with my platform and my old P6 and videos and
Jeff's
tutorials.
Videos are some of the first ones I ever watched before I ever bought anything. So
yeah,
so it's kind of crazy that you and I are you and me both.
Yeah,
it's crazy that now we're talking about this stuff just while we're playing a video.
Yeah,
so I would have bet money this wouldn't have ever been a thing. But
same. Who knows? I mean, how it all turned out. But and that's funny. It's like I have so many more videos I need to do. I just haven't gotten to them because. Yeah. I'm gonna. I mean, maybe it's because it's so overwhelming at times, and it's like that whole creator kind of thing. Like, okay, I need to go in here and I need to do X, right? And X is really, honestly, adjust every single motion profile I have out there, except for iRacing. I think it's the only one I have really what I consider up to date.
Okay.
Because of this is the insider telemetry info. Because the older profiles and older telemetries and things that we used to use for Surge were a singular max telemetry, meaning that you can only have a single max telemetry previously for both acceleration and deceleration, right?
Right.
And though it sounds weird, it's like I had these artificial limits that I had to use, and the artificial limit was almost always skewed towards braking, because braking telemetry is much higher than acceleration telemetry. Well, there was an update quite a while ago where we were able to split out the max telemetries so that you can have a different max telemetry for acceleration and a different max telemetry for deceleration. What that allows me to do in terms of the tuning is to allow for greater adjustability and feeling of surge forward motion when you're racing than I could do before. So I can give a better feeling of moving forward and doing things like that. Previously, because I was limited by this artificial max telemetry setting. So I have to do what I call split surge or split max telemetries for almost every tuning I've done. And then as you go through, like some of my older ones that were made prior to us having smoothing effects, I need to update those as well. So I have a lot to do, but I just need to get my cameras all set up again. I have everything ready to go. I just need to, actually it's the lighting I need to do. The lighting was driving me nuts, and I can't. I'm so weird about lighting. I need to get it working right. Anyway, sorry, digress.
Yeah. So Yosef's basically talking about how those big simulators, just what we were talking about, how they're kind of slow to come back. Same sim, big move, and then slowly comes back to the natural way. Slowly, however, you still feel like you're in a 30-degree bank. So yeah, exactly. Yep. And that's what we were talking, Joe, before I think you popped on here, Yosef, is that you say I want one of those big ones. It's like, well, those aren't really ideal, especially for video games. They're all those have like customized software that are running on. You're dealing with off the shelf game telemetry, so it's a whole different beastie. So all right, we got to start wrapping this up. But so let's see. All right, Joe, we got a few more. Let's see, one more question from Joe. So so per your earlier conversation, I understand that there may be an H6 for sale from Mark at get your game on. He is upgrading to a platform. Yes, put me on the list. That will probably never happen because I absolutely love my H6. We,
Oh,
I'm biased, but I would say I have the best H6 in the world. And Yosef, I'm not insulting you because you have a P6, so you're excluded. But all the upgrades that Daryl and I have done, all the work we've done to clearance this thing and make it go to that extra degrees of movement, I absolutely love it. And this thing is rock solid, like Jeff was talking about. You know, you want that
yeah.
solid frame. The upgrades we've done, all the controls are rock solid. I absolutely love my H6. I don't use it right now because we got to get the motion compensation thing figured out because it's just like Jeff said. Once you've used it, it's hard to go back and not have it. So until we get that sorted, I haven't actually been flying that much because I need my motion compensation. So that's what's coming soon. We're going to do a video on it. Jeff and I are going to talk about it. It's just a lot deeper rabbit hole than we anticipated, or than I anticipated. I don't know if Jeff might have known it, but I didn't. I thought it was going to be like any of the other stuff we've done. Motion compensation is a whole nother animal, and it's just this deep black hole that just more layers. You uncover this, you go, oh crap. So
OpenXR. It's just learning OpenXR.
Yeah. So anyhow, so if I do for some reason, if Jeff convinced me I don't need my H6 and I decide to sell it, I will let you know. So on that note, it is 7:03, and no discount codes from DOF Reality. Generally doesn't do discount codes. Their philosophy has always been keep the price as low as they can, and not really do discount codes. I don't know if there might be one out there somewhere, but that generally goes against what they're doing. Yeah, the whip motion. I can't get the whip motion to work on my H6. Can't get it. Yosef,
really?
Yeah,
like
I can't.
It's not.
Well, I can't.
Is
it
it
doesn't.
Not showing up?
It doesn't really work. No, it shows up. I just can't get it to compensate. I mean, it's reading. I'm getting settings. Well, and I noticed. So I was watching Steve, the VR sim guy. He was saying because I was mostly doing it in DCS. He said his whip motion isn't as effective in DCS. So I don't know what's going on there. I just watched a video of his this morning, and he was mentioning that he doesn't have quite as good results with DCS with the whip motion. And so I'm not sure what's going on there, and we probably need to reach out since we know Steve. But I'm actually working on a controller thing, so I'm going to do the controller tracking because I think that works better for my application because I've got so much more with the Surge and those other axes.
I'll get it working on for you.
Yeah, Jeff and I are going to buckle down, and we're going to get it at least working. Whether I like it more than having a physical tracker that's moving with my rig in every axis, we'll see. But and I can say, and I don't have a time frame by any means, but Sim Racing Studios just released their integration of the OpenXR, and that has been a big help. And then long term, I think they're going to continue to work on the SRS motion compensation stuff. It just might be who knows, years from now. But I think that's something that they're going to continue to develop. So that's my understanding at least. So
yeah, we got plans.
There you go. Got Jeff here. So okay. So 2 H6s is better than 1 H6. Yeah, of course. And 3 H6s are better than 2 H6s. So
yeah.
So how much money you want to spend?
As many motion platforms as you can.
Yeah.
Actually,
Joseph,
there are some people that have multiples because they have one that's set up for racing and one that's set up for flight.
I could see that. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Because just getting in and out of mine is a pain in the ass. Once you're in it, you're locked in, but getting in and out is just because of the wheel and all that. That's a key thing. That was my big thing with the Yacht 2, what I was worried about. I didn't see that as a real good way to get in and out with a lot of FOTAS and all that on there. But anyhow, that's a whole another topic. Okay, thank you for your amazing videos. Yosef, thank you for trusting me enough to actually make a substantial purchase based on what I said, and I hope you're not disappointed. I'm glad to hear you're liking it. And, thanks for coming back, and thanks for spending time with us as well. That's why Jeff and I both do this stuff. It's not for the fame or the glory. It's to share this experience with as many people as possible. That is truly that's what we're into. And then so Joe says, he's saying 2 H3s is better than an H6, correct? And no more questions. Yeah, I mean, I'm selfish, so I want the H6, but it all depends how much fun you want to give to others. For me, I love my H6, but I can honestly say, Joe, you would, having never done this, an H2 or an H3 you're going to be
Yeah.
blown away. Especially if you couple that with like the shaker pad, the U-Shake 6 or something, because that'll fill in some of those gaps that are missing from not having the 6 degrees. I would say.
Yeah, and you could always upgrade.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
then you can
beautiful
always
thing,
upgrade. Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
for the DOF, you know, and even if you get to actuator platforms, it's always upgradable. So my advice is like to get like the H3, see if you like it, see if you want to deal with it all, right? Some people don't. Some people just want a static rig and don't want to have to deal with the motion platform or VR compensation or all that different
Their
stuff.
loss.
Yeah, but there will be those like us where you get it
Yeah.
and you're like, it's like, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've waited for this my whole life.
Yeah.
Right.
That
and
is,
and then it doesn't become a matter
that's
of
true.
like how much things are. And I know you say you won't get an actuator platform one day, but now it's my goal.
Yeah,
So-
no, I'm willing to try it. I just love my H6. I mean, I absolutely
Yeah.
love everything we do.
And
then
that's it. That's
I love it.
exactly
I
That's why
honestly,
this is the biggest thing, right? I just want to say this. This
No,
is the
no,
biggest
go
thing.
ahead.
Like how much you love your H6 is exactly how much people love their H3.
Yeah.
And it's exactly how much someone loves their M2. Right? It's the whole thing I always try to tell people is like, which platform should I get? It's like, get within your budget.
Yeah.
Because no matter what you get, you're going to have fun. And if you want
Absolutely.
more fun, it's out there for you. You just spend more money for it and you'll get another access, right?
And
But
like Jeff said,
it's
the
there.
perfect thing is the cost. If you went out and bought an H6 tomorrow, realistically, if then the next day you bought an H3 and upgraded it, the cost is basically the same. So you're not even really missing out if you want to try the H3 to see what you think. It's not going to cost you that much more. It's literally, I mean, percentage-wise, it's hardly anything.
It depends, and it depends on where you live.
Yeah,
right,
that's
in the
true. That
country.
is true.
Like you
The-
have to
the
pay
shipping and all
again.
that
Like
stuff.
I think at the end,
But-
I ended up spending an extra $800 versus
Yeah.
if I just went
So,
and bought it all.
but you
but
can't
that
go
peace of
wrong.
mind.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong. So one of the last things Yosef says, I'm trying to do a special setup to attach the tension R to the P6. I will keep you updated. Keep me updated because Jeff's also convincing me I need belts. So-
The tensioner is really cool, man.
and I told
Right.
Jeff I'm not doing belts unless I get the best. I'm not going to scrap some
It's-
belts on that.
and it
It
is.
has to be
And
the
it's like-
tension R.
And
So-
it's the one that like once you experience it, it's like then you miss it like when you don't feel the braking. Like I keep telling people like I love the braking effect, but the big one for me was like going around corners.
Yeah.
And just even small corners, you feel it. And it's just enough, again, like I talked about, like it's creating the illusion
Yeah.
of motion. It's just enough to feel that tightening as you're going visually. The motion platform just has a little movement cue. You feel a little bit of the tightening. It feels like you're going around a corner. It's insane. I love
Yeah.
it. Anyway,
Yeah.
we gotta go.
We
can
got to
talk
go.
forever.
Yeah, we're already over. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much. I mean, again, we were planning on logging off here. Oh yeah, look, it's 3:40. All right,
An hour ago.
I'm gonna end this. Yeah. So, anyways, but we do really appreciate it, and we'll be back again. We'll be back again on Sunday, hopefully, probably with Jeff, and then one of these days we're gonna get our whole group together. But thank you guys for everything. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys watching. And until next time, remember to, can you say it with me, Jeff? Remember to get your game on.
Get your game
Get your
on.
game on. We'll work on
Get
that.
your game on.
Get some stuff to work on. All right, guys.
Get
Catch
your
you later. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.